Hey everybody, welcome to webinar number 1 of 3, and this is for the ShineOn and Etsy challenge number 27. So if you can hear me and see my screen, just give me a 1 in the chat box. Everybody good to go? Got a bunch of people on here, that's cool. 1, 1, 1, good. And then let me know where you're at and what it's doing there. It's 8 degrees Celsius here in London, about 46 Fahrenheit, kind of chilly. But today is a good day because I'm on my way to pick up my golf cart. I bought a golf cart for the trailer. So yeah, trailer trash on a golf cart. That's me. Anyway, I'm going to pick it up and after the webinar. So it's a good day, and it's not snowing yet, so that is a good thing. So we got southeast Minnesota, and it's raining. Yeah, it's kind of overcast here. We got Miami. Ooh, Florida. Where's my Sweden lady at? You in here? I don't see you on here yet. Ohio, Brampton, BC, Singapore. There we go. We got the furthest away. Right on. Okay, I'm going to dive right in. Basically because I have a ton of ground to cover. And I've got to do a giveaway right now. I got to show you how to set up your Etsy store. I got to research some stuff, and I got to connect your ShineOn account to Etsy, show you how to launch. I got a ton of ground to cover. So first things first, in the last challenge, this is just some housekeeping here. We did have implementation week, which we just came out of. So I'm going to go in here. That's number 26. And the assignment was very simple. Make a thread that says your name, implementation week. And then I will enter you into a draw for $100 live on the next live training session, which is right now. So out of like 200 plus members, 4 of you did it. I'm happy that these 4 did it. I'm really confused as to why the other 196 didn't. Maybe they didn't look at it. Maybe they don't take it seriously. I don't know. Whatever. If somebody offered me $100, chance at $100, I would post a thread in a forum. That's just me, rant over. So Karen, Ellen, Greg, and Slow-Mo, you guys are eligible for 1 in 4 chance right now to win $100, and I'm going to draw it live. So you are number 1, Karen. Ellen's number 2. Greg is number 3. Slow-Mo's number 4. So how am I going to do this? I got my random number generator. Random number generator between 1 and 4. Oh, now hang on. There's a cool way that I can do this. I'm not doing it yet. Just bear with me. So what I can do is hit go or start. I think it's start. Is it start? Yeah. So I hit start, and then you guys tell me when to stop. Somebody say stop in the chat, and I'll hit it, and the winner gets $100. Who wants to say stop? S-T-O-P. Stop in the chat. Right there. Got it. Ooh, crap. So number 4. Okay, so number 4 is Slow-Mo. You just won $100. So how hard is that? Like, you had to post a thread and you got entered into a draw for $100. And I do this every implementation week. So yeah, Slow-Mo, contact me and I'll post in here too. Actually, I'm going to go to the main section right now. I'm going to tag him. I think it's a him. Let me go here. Okay, let me go here. Just take care of this before we get into the training. So let's go. There it is. Done. Done and done. Super easy. I mean, I'm trying to get people to take action and document it, but a lot of people don't want to. So that's good for the people who do, because you win. So it was very simple, the instructions, and I'm disappointed that very few did it, but I am very happy with the people who did. So let's fix that for the next one. If you do want to win some money for basically doing nothing except typing for 30 seconds, that's all you have to do is start the thread. I'm not even asking you to update it with everything you do every day. Just start the thread. Like, show me you're paying attention. Show me you're doing something. Because what I'm finding is a lot of people look at it and they go, oh, that's nice. And they move on to the next thing. And it's like, dude, it's right here. This will make you money. Like, I just want to reach through the screen and throttle people sometimes. Say like, I can help you. Let me help you. And like grab their hands and force them to use the keyboard. But anyway, it's just, do it. Just do it. Just take action. So I'm diving in now. I'm going to show you all about this one, which is going to be awesome. So ShineOn delivered their Etsy integration directly. So now all that stuff where we had to do Shopify and CD commerce, and then we had to launch it on Shopify and push it over to Etsy, and everything had to be controlled by like the Shopify dashboard and for the orders and all that stuff. All those extra layers are gone. So now it goes from the ShineOn platform directly to Etsy. So they talk to each other direct now. So you can launch on the platform. It'll go to your Etsy store, and when you get a sale, Etsy will ping ShineOn, and it'll go right into production. When ShineOn has the tracking numbers, it'll ping Etsy, and it'll update your customer with the tracking number. A lot smoother, silkier, faster, easier. So that's what we're going to do. But the question everybody has been asking me lately is, how the heck do I open an Etsy store? So I said, all right, here's how. You go here, and I've actually set this video to the right mark because in this training, I already did it. So I'm not going to repeat how to open an Etsy store. I think I spent about 30 minutes showing in this video, and you can see it's queued right to the spot. Okay, that's exactly where you go to open your Etsy store. So I'm not going to repeat that because I only have 3 training sessions, and I've got to do a lot. I've got to show you the I'm not going to say normal stuff, but the new stuff, and then I got to show you the secret sauce on the last one, the last training session. So my secret sauce is pretty cool, and I think you'll like it a lot. Let us go now to, so you know where to find that, which is in the forums, and right in here, and right here. Okay, how to open an Etsy store. Also, if you're ever stuck, go to search. Just say how to open an Etsy store. I hope this one comes up, and it's right there. Click it, boom, you're in. So search is very powerful because you can find answers to a lot. Facebook ads, see what comes up. Facebook ads, banned. Whole bunch of stuff on Facebook ads too. So you'll see that. So search is your friend, but you can also go to general discussion and post any questions you have at any time. Now, the actual setup I'm going to show in a second. First, before I get to that, I want to go to Etsy and I want to show you what we're going to do. So ShineOn launched these new, they're like braided necklaces from, I think the company is called Jackson. These guys. So I think they did a deal with them because these chains, look at that, 179, 169, 229, 159. These chains, apparently dudes like to wear. I'm not a jewelry guy, but if I were, I would like a simple, big chain too, I guess. Anyway, there's a huge market for it. And these are the chains that we can sell with message cards now. So that's what I'm going to show you. So research-wise, we got to go to good old Etsy. And let's see what they've got going on for these chains. So if we go here and we go to, I'm going to type this in just to see if anything comes up. It does. Sweet. Iced out chain. Holy crap. $2,800. Ooh. Ooh. Yeehaw. 9mm, 18 karat gold, filled Cuban chain. I don't know what they're called specifically, but there are a few on here. But if you notice, there's no message cards yet with that on it. So what we're going to be tackling is the to my husband, to my boyfriend, to my fiance basic Christmas gifts that people are going to give. And the reason we're selling them on Etsy is for this reason. Main Etsy demographic is, there it is. 81% of all buyers on Etsy are female. Okay, so me, I do a lot of business in the dad to daughter niche. So a dad will buy a necklace for a daughter. I did that niche because I have 5 daughters. I know it well. I like it. I've actually bought necklaces for my daughters and message cards, all that good stuff. They love them. It's awesome. That doesn't work on Etsy because 19% of right here, 19% of the buyers on Etsy are male. 81% are female. So I need to go with the 81% and I have to build my products based on a demographic. You can also see that age-wise, the majority of buyers are between 25 and 40. So because they're between 25 and 40, we can make some assumptions here. There will be some that have a fiance. There will be a lot that have a boyfriend. There will be a lot that have a husband. So we've got 3 angles that we can use on Etsy. We can target females with a gift for their husband, their boyfriend, or their fiance. What do we sell them? We sell them a nice message card from ShineOn with this beast of a necklace on it. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so this is all going to come together in a second, but research-wise, there's really nothing on here from them yet. So if I go like this and I go to my husband, let's go necklace, see if anything comes up. Maybe somebody has them on here. Some people do. People have already started. This is what we're doing. To my smoking hot army husband, whatever else it says. To my husband, the day I met you, blah, 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 blah. To my smoking hot army husband, another one. To my husband, I choose you and I'll choose you over and over and over. So basically, to my badass bearded hubby. Oh, nice. Love it. That's actually a very good idea. Bearded stuff, because a lot of dudes have beards. I chose you. So how many are on here already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that front page. 7. There's another one. To my wonderful husband, just a little love note to remind you how much I need you, how much I appreciate you, and how very much I love you. Happy anniversary. Love your wife. Okay, that's cool. You know what I don't see yet is a Christmas gift. Oh, there's one. Amazing husband, forever yours. To my husband, God doesn't give the hardest battles to his toughest warrior. He creates the toughest soldiers through life's hardest battles. Geez, that hurts my brain. Let's keep going. So, people, these are fast movers on Etsy. So I'm not going to click the ad, but I'm going to click this one below. Custom giant gifts. Okay. All right. Custom giant gifts. Oh, custom giant gifts is making some sales. I'm outing somebody from the ShineOn group, but sorry, dude or lady, got to do it. I would actually price these even a little bit higher. 65.05 Canadian is equal to CAD to USD. Yeah, they're priced at 51. They're too cheap. That's the one thing that bothers me is the guys that don't realize they can charge a lot more for this stuff. You could charge $100 for this, and the only problem is you got guys like this who are charging 50, and they don't realize that you could double your price, put a lot more money in your pocket, make a lot more money, and everybody else could make a lot more money, but they don't. Because I don't know why people get into that cheap is best mindset, but it's not true at all. So I'll be pricing higher. And so this listing, when I'm competing against them, they'll attract the bargain hunters, and I'll attract the people who want to spend a little bit more on a gift. So anyway, let's go see this. Yeah, it's priced way too low. Way too low. And they're making sales. That's cool. But these prices should be double, in my opinion. There's a lot on here. Yeah, 18 pages. So this is a big store with a lot of stuff on here. That's cool. Like, they're taking action, they're doing the work, but one suggestion I would have is double your prices on everything. These are all too cheap. Way too cheap. Cheap is not always best, and I don't know why people seem to think that. Sometimes there are market segments. Some people want to spend more. Some people want to spend average, and a lot of people want to spend like as little as possible. It happens. Like, I'll give you the example. So I just bought a golf cart, and so I go on Marketplace and I look at golf carts and I see, okay, here's one for $2,700, and I'm like, ooh, but it's super old and it's kind of crappy, but it's cheap. And then I find another one for like $4,000. I'm like, well, that's a little bit better. It's still a little bit old. It might break down. I don't know if I want that one. So I actually, when I look for stuff now, I search from price from highest to lowest, because I know that the higher price stuff is better and I want the better stuff. And I'm not alone in how I search for stuff online. There are a lot of people like me out there that do search by highest to lowest. So If they see a necklace and it's $50, they might be like, "Oh, that's decent." And then they see my listing, it's $100. They might go, "What the hell? Why is this more? It must be better automatically." So I'm going to repel the bargain hunters. They're going to go buy the cheaper one, but I'm going to attract the guys and gals who in their head they go, "Well, if it's priced more, it must be better," and they don't know it's the same supplier. But it's just a matter of perception. Pricing is perception, and when you price your stuff too low, people perceive it as cheap, and you'll attract bargain hunters, and you'll end up with. Now she's got really good ratings, if it is Laura. But yeah, it just bothered me. I wish ShineOn would say, "Hey, $100 minimum, or we're not putting your order through." But they can't really see. No, they can with the Etsy integration now. They can see what people are charging, but they won't do it. They just, from ShineOn's point of view, when you make a sale, they've made a fixed amount no matter what. So they don't, and Gearbubble's the same. They don't care what it costs you to get the sale. That doesn't matter to them. What matters is you got a sale, because now they have an order. And their order is like, this is what, $25 Canadian, something like that, base cost. So ShineOn takes that $25 off your credit card. They don't care what you paid for it. If it costs you, if your profit margin is like $1 after cost, doesn't matter to them. Ideally they do want you to make money because they want you to stay with them, but I hope you guys know what I'm saying. So let's go to here now. I'm gonna go to a screen. If you do not have a ShineOn account, go here. This is my referral link, okay? You don't have to use my link, but I'm gonna use it. ppc-coach.com/ShineOn. This will be in the replay too. Hit that, it'll take you here. It's a sign-in page. So if you don't have an account yet, you go here, click join, don't have an account, join ShineOn, and start selling. We're not doing Shopify, so click this. You'll be taken to this page. Put your name, company name, you don't need it, country, email, password. Oh, this is new. Oh yeah, I guess they have account managers. So if you're a big timer, if you're new, they're probably going to give you a new account manager. If you're experienced, they'll probably give you an experienced account manager. But really smart move. You agree, register, then you're in. Okay, so again, you can see this R will. That means I get a commission if you join through my link. If you don't want to join through my link, just go to shineon.com and you can. Actually, I don't even know where it is on here. I'll find it for you. Go here. Go here. There. ShineOn.com. Get started. Either way, you get the exact same deal. Just with this one, I get a commission. With this one, I don't. So it's up to you. I give you both. Okay. Now, let's go to the platform, which I already have an account. This is I think this is my old account. Yeah, PPC Coach, this is my old one. So you have two ways. Up on the top right, there's Connect Store, or it's under Settings, and then you scroll down here, and there's Connect Etsy. Okay, before you do this though, I want you to go to Etsy. So let's go to Etsy, and go to your dashboard. So if I go to Etsy from here, you can see I'm logged in as my dummy store. So go to Shop Manager. Make sure you're logged into the store that you want to connect. So this will take you to this page, so I can close this one. And then under Settings and Delivery Settings, they want you to make a free shipping one. So you just go here to Add a Profile, and we're going to call this, I'll enter them manually. Country of origin is United States. Origin post 33742. Processing time is 1 to 3 business days. And keep scrolling down. And what we're going to do is USPS. And we're going to do, I think it's this one. Is it first class? Yeah, I think it's first class. Price is free. So we're going to offer free delivery on these. And Etsy's moving to this big time. So it's going to eat into your margins, but that sucks, but that's the way it's got to be. If you put shipping on these now, you probably won't make anything. So we'll go priority international, go 6 to 10 free. Everywhere else, USPS, priority international, free. So it looks like that. So you've got, I'll enter fixed prices manually, United States, 33742, 1 to 3 business days. And again, you can see this on the replay when I post it. USPS, first class mail, free delivery, USPS, international, free, and then everywhere else like so. I think I got everything there. Name the profile. We'll name this free shipping. So save. Okay, so that's been created. We need that first, and then we need to also do something in here. There is, what is this message? One listing with custom delivery. Which one? What's wrong with this? Yeah, I'll do that later. Doesn't apply to this. All right. So next thing we want to do is go to, where is it? Settings, about options. There it is. Okay. Make sure, I went to settings and then shop options, and make sure that offer gift wrapping, I guess we have to disable that. Make sure that's disabled because we can't offer that. If we offer that, then it won't go through the automation. So make sure, again, settings, like shop options, and basically the gift wrapping is disabled. And as well, the gift message, we should probably disable that too because they can't use it. So gift wrapping and gift message, turn them off. We don't, if we turn this on and they type a message in and then the recipient doesn't get it, the customer is going to be pissed. So click save. There we go. Good. Now, what we want to do is go over to ShineOn, step 3. And again, you can click connect store. So I can click that. It's easy. So you have options of a custom domain, Etsy, or Shopify. So we're going to do Etsy. And again, the custom domain is when you're running ads directly to the platform without a Shopify store. So the reason they had to do that is because Facebook made things more difficult with forcing you to verify a domain when you want to run Facebook ads. They want you to verify the domain so that they know that you own the domain, even though the platform that you're using is still ShineOn. And then you have to set up your events with the domain. It's a whole, it's a complex setup that you have to do now to run ads. It used to be you could just run it right to the same domain that the platform was on. Now you can't, but we're concerned with this, Etsy. So we're going to do connect now. And again, make sure you're logged in, excuse me, to the correct store. So Bliss Design Innovation, that's mine. This is my dummy Etsy store. Allow access. Basically, that is it for that. Now, when you go to here at the bottom, you'll see the shop is there. And up here, see where my mouse is? If I click that, I've got ShineOn directly, and I've got this. When you're launching and you're doing all that good stuff, you want to make sure that it says E and then your store name in this drop down, because you can be running your your direct platform stuff on here too with the same account. So I'm not running anything direct there. For payment processing, it's automatically process orders awaiting payment. That's turned off right now. I'm going to turn that on because I always forget. So I'm going to use that. You can use a credit card or a PayPal. So you have to do this so that when the order goes through Etsy, you're paid on Etsy. But then the order information goes to this account on ShineOn, and ShineOn will charge you the base cost of the product. Okay, so if you don't have a credit card on file with ShineOn or a PayPal account attached with ShineOn, the order won't go through. Now, you can turn this off and you can manually approve orders, but I always forget, so I'm going to do automatically. And I'll keep an eye on it just to make sure nobody's doing anything fraudulent or anything. And then we will go here. You can display a custom address on the invoices. That's fine if you wanted. That's pretty good. So now, if we go to my products and we go to all products, I don't have anything in here because I'm on my store and I just connected it. So if I want to publish a new product, I'm going to click this. And you'll see all the options that I can publish. I'm just going to scroll down to the bottom. I think it's on. Yeah, you can do all these. Somebody's asking, what are my options here? Everything on the screen. you can create, and it will go to Etsy, and then it'll be connected. Even these watches. So very cool. A lot of people aren't really doing the watches, but I think it's a huge market. Scroll, scroll, scroll. I still like that necklace. That's neat. Actually, this Everlasting Love is awesome. Starting at $125. That is wicked. Wicked, wicked, wicked. That's one of their like super high-end necklaces, which I don't mind doing. I just don't think it'll work as well on Etsy as it will direct to the platform. So, but it is one that I do want to do. Here it is, Cuban Link Chain, starting at $20.90. That is US, and they suggest $49.95. I wish they suggest $99.95 so more people would do it, but people don't. People tend to want to go cheap. I'm scrolling through seeing what else they have. They basically put everything available that I see. Let's go back here. So we do want to do this. The materials are silver, so I'm going to click Create Product. All right, so now I need a design, and I got to drop it here. The design is 1000 by 1000, max file size of 5 megabytes, PNG or JPEG. Oh crap, right? Like how the heck? You can use their message card guide below. That's just a guide. I need a design, I need a quote, I need all that stuff in order to make a card. So what, oh no, I'm stuck. What am I gonna do? Well, I've got 3 options, and I'll show you here. Right here. Already prepared this ahead of time. Where to get designs. So number 1, do them yourself. So just go to Photoshop, go to Canva, create one. Number 2, hire someone to do them. Number 3, join the template club, and I'll deliver them to your inbox on the 1st of each month, fully editable. So let's start with do yourself. I'm going to do a design. First thing I need is a quote. So let's go like this. Actually, I don't need a quote. I already have one. I'm going to go to Canva, and I'm going to make a design. Create. I'm going to do custom size. 1000 by 1000. What should I say on my design? So I'm going to say something like, let's put some text here. Let's use this one. So I'll go to my husband. Just like that. And then I'll take, what font is that? Barlow Bold. Okay. So I'm going to add some text in Barlow Bold. Move this down here. I'm going to delete this part. Let's see, what should I say to my husband? Should have some quotes here. See what comes up. To my husband, thinks I'm crazy, funny quote. Let's try this. Oh wait, that's an Amazon product. My husband thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not the one who married me. No. 41. In our marriage, everything is 50-50. I cook, he eats, I wash, he wears, I shop, he pays. And only a widow can say exactly where her husband is. My husband and I are married for better or worse. He couldn't have done better, and I couldn't have done it worse. Okay, here's one. I can work with this. Okay, so I'm just going to move this to a new screen. So I'm going to take a funny one, and I'm going to adjust it so it's not super insulting to the husband. So I'm going to say, for better or worse. I'm just going to adjust this font size down because it is way too big. That's even too big. Let's go even smaller. And let's make this bigger. There. Okay. And let's move that up. And let's, I can do a copy or I can click it and do a duplicate up here. Married you for better or worse. You couldn't have done better. And then I'll do a dupe. And I couldn't have done worse. Okay, so let's shift all these up. And then of course I'm going to say this. There. So we have a super bland, super boring message card design all ready to go. But I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to hold down the shift, 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 shift. And then I'm going to do position, and I'm going to do tidy up. No, I don't want to tidy up. Let's go back. Good part about that is you can hit the undo button. Where's my center? Oh, they are centered. That's why. I wanted to center them, but they are centered. So I'll just move this up by here, here. I'll move this down. No, I'm going to leave it there. No, I'm going to move it down. So I'll hold shift and drag this down a hair. Then I'm going to go to elements, and I'm going to go ornamental. Let's see what I can pop in here and make it look pretty. Because we want it to look pretty for our husband, right? That's cool. A little big, so let's make that a little smaller. Center that, and then let's flip it. So let's flip it. That's better. And let's, can we stretch it? I don't think I can. No. There is a way to stretch this, and I can't remember off the top of my head. I've got everything all buggered up. No, I can't resize it. Oh well, we'll make it smaller. Doesn't matter. I know in Photoshop I can stretch this easily. Alright, that's getting there. But I'm just going to shift, shift, shift. And let's do position. There, tidy up. That's the one I wanted. Now I'll just drag that up a hair. Alright, now it's Christmas. So let's go to elements. Let's go to photos. Let's go to Christmas background. What do we got? Ooh, that's cool. Let's see if that works. Ooh, not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Just drop that in there and now I can't get it. Edit. Change that if I wanted. Oh, that's neat too. Huh. Okay. Well, now I gotta change these colors because that's not gonna work. Let's make that white. Make that white. Shift. That white. I'd like to pull that up a bit if I could, but I don't think I can. That's fine like that. So this design was very quickly done, but I like it, so I'm going to download this. And I'm going to do download. Like so. And then this might not look completely right with that necklace, but we'll see. So show in folder. There, okay. I've got a design done by me. So this one I can upload to ShineOn now. So let's click this and drag and drop. Pop. It's uploading it. So while it's uploading, there's a couple questions. My hubby has had a golf cart for years and loves it. Right on. Can you link both your Etsy and Shopify stores to the same ShineOn account? Yes, you can, through the platform if you want. The ShineOn on Shopify is an app. So you would go through your Shopify store to the App Store to link the ShineOn app there. All right, let's go to continue. See what that looks like. It might be too high on the lettering. Yeah, see, that's just a hair too high, right? Close but no cigar. So the beauty of this is I can go, yeah, you know what, ornamental, you gotta get out of here. Let's just move this down. Make an adjustment. Actually, this will look better anyway. Down here. I like that better. All right, download. Bam. And let's it downloaded. Let's go to here, show in folder. Got it over there. I'm going to go back to ShineOn, and I am going to go. I'm going to get rid of that. Upload your artwork. I'm going to go back and do that again. Pop that in there. I think this looks better anyway. Husband's a little hard to read because of that yellow in the back, but you know what? Imperfect action beats perfect inaction every single time. Let's look at this mock-up. Oh yeah, there we go. We got her. I married you for better or worse. You couldn't have done better, and I couldn't have done worse. Just kidding, I love you. Perfect. So this is like got a kind of Christmassy theme, but you could say, let's say husband. Christmas gift necklace, and then down here, now we can edit this later too, because this could really be year-round. This is the perfect, funny / awesome gift for him from you. Get him one now and watch the smile grow on his face. I don't know, something like that. He will love it. There. We can leave the rest in there for now. Shipping template, we gotta do free. It pulls in everything. And then we can do create draft listing. So when I click that, boop, it's queued for publishing. And what's happening in the background is what we just created is going from the ShineOn server to the Etsy server. And once it gets there, it will show up under listings, under drafts, right here. So it's not there yet, but it is coming. So while that is uploading, it could take a minute, so give it a minute. I'm gonna go back here to number 2, hire someone to do your designs. So if you want that option, you've got a couple different things. Fiverr is an option. You can go here and say, just type ShineOn in, and you'll get a whole bunch of designers that will do this, okay? Here's one, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, 13, wow, popular. Geez, they're all 13, 13. It used to be Fiverr for a reason, because they were $5 friggin' bucks. Now they're like, oh no, now we're 19, damn, 13, 13, 26. Woo-wee. I gotta see this $26 guy or girl. Is this a guy or a girl? Can't tell. Your profile is not revealing it. Anyway, that is 26 bucks. Damn. Oh, that's female. Oh, yeah, that's a girl. So you can hire this lady from Bangladesh to make one design for you for 26 bucks that you can't even, oh, you get the source file. So when you get the source file, that means you can edit this design, which is cool, okay? That means you can take it to Photopea or Photoshop and you can edit it. So $26.26, let's convert that from Canadian to US. 20 bucks, $20.86. Doggy. All right, you can do that, and then you gotta wait a day, and then you'll get it. You have the design, you can upload it. You can just do what I did over here. Third option is right here. See, I created this little template club, which exists to provide 10 templates a month to people, and I charge $49.99 a month. They get 10. So within that 10, I'm going to show you the pack for November. Where's my pack? There it is. So this is the November 2021 pack, and you get 5 message cards and 5 necklaces. I'm going to show you necklaces first. So you get this, you get this, you get this, and I do new themes every month. I actually really like this one. There's 2 Gear Bubble and 2 ShineOn and 1 round that I put in here. Okay, that's fine. That's not what our concern is. Our concern is here. So these, and they come with the fonts too. There's that one, looks very, very cool. I actually really like this one. And that one, also cool, like it. That one, super cool. That one, not like well done. Like look at that baby. And that one. So let's say I'm a template pack member and I want to design this on, but I don't have Photoshop. So I'm like, oh crap, I don't want to pay for Photoshop. That sucks. But I want to do that design, but I don't want to pay. So I'll go to Photopea, which is an online free version of Photoshop. Crazy. So I'll just go File, Open, and then I'll go to find my file, November, message cards, number 1. Oh yeah, sure, you can know where I live, I don't care. Allow, load. Boom, loaded. Oh, wait, it's loading the fonts too, automatically. So now, I can change this baby over here on the right. Watch this, I want to do the same thing. So I'll do to my, so I'll select the layer on the right, I'll select the text, and then I'll go here, and I'll say, husband. Then I'll move this over. Did that change the font? You could have picked up the right font, you bugger. I think it did. Why didn't you load my font? Oh well, I actually like that better. So let's make that a little smaller. So here, if I do control, oh no, that's not the right one. Transform controls, there we go. And then I can put this on here. So the font should have loaded. I don't know why it didn't. To my husband. There. And then down here, what did I say on that other one? I can't remember. Let me put this in another thing. Okay, so I gotta do some work here. So I could say Merry Christmas. Why not? It's a very Merry Christmas one. So this is I Am So Lucky. Hopefully this font took. If not, I'll figure it out after. I am so lucky to have you. I love. Actually, this is a one I could upload too, but I'm going to say, I married you. Or should we do a different one? Let's do a different one. Let's go back to the funny quotes. See if we can find another one. Marriage is a fancy word to adopt an overgrown male child who is no longer him. Okay. A woman worries about the future until she gets a husband. Nope. Marriage is a workshop where the husband works and the wife shops. Good wife always forgives her husband. Every man should get married at some time. Huh. So I locked one side. Man, is it my husband? I divorced. Nope, not that. They say love is blind, marriage is an institution. Well, I'm not ready for an institution for the blind just yet. A man is incomplete until he's married. After that, he's finished. A man is what is left of the lover after the nerve is extracted. Weird. Okay, let's try something else. Relatable, hilarious marriage jokes. Okay. See, it doesn't have to be mushy. My wife and I decided we don't want kids. If you're interested, please contact. That's funny. How do you know if your husband is dead? The sex is the same, but you get to use a remote. Oh, okay. I asked my wife to let me know the next time she has an orgasm. She said she doesn't like to bother me when I'm at work. I can remember when I got married, and I can remember where I got married. For the life of me, I can't remember why I got married. Interesting. My partner told me I was rude for yawning when we were arguing. I told him I wasn't yawning. I thought it was my turn to speak. Okay, what's the difference between a relationship video game? Funny as you get along. That's not really funny. I love you, she said. Is that you talking? I asked. Or the wine? It's me talking to the wine. Maybe we gotta do mushy. Let's do mushy. Because I'm not getting anything here. So you do have to do research too to find these things. So let's go sweet things say to your husband. Romantic things. Oh, here we go. What do we have here? Okay. Truly appreciate the things you do for me. You bring out the best in me. Okay, here we go. Alright, I got enough. We can piece together a couple of these. Let's go to Photopea. So let's say this. Marrying you was the best decision of my life. And then we'll say, make that a little smaller. Or wait, you know what? I don't like Santa there. Santa's bugging me. Bye, Santa. See how easy that is? I can edit everything. So, and this part too, love your husband. Meh, don't need it. This part, I'll just drag this baby down a bit so I can add in more text. And I'll just put another thing, because this is what I think every man wants to hear. Let's go down. Let's go there. And then let's do this. I truly appreciate good enough. We don't have to go overboard with it. So let's find the I love you one. Let's move that up. Just drag it. Oh, make sure your move tool is selected. Drag that up. And you can put like love your wife and all that stuff if you want, but you don't need to, because it's kind of like, if you say it to my husband, it's implied that it's from the wife. Now, if I want to move all these down, I just hit that. And then this is a little different. How do I group these? Nope, not shift. I guess I gotta move one at a time. So I'll just move this to the bottom, just because I know that chain is pretty big. Okay, I'll select that, drag that down. Select that, drag that down. And I'll do the I love you, move that up a hair. Just eyeballing this. And then Merry Christmas, where's that? So I'll go like this. There. All right, now I'm gonna go File, save as PSD, just so I have a copy. So I'll just save this as challenges. Man, we're on number 27, can you believe it? Not 87, 27. I'll make a new folder. I'll make a new folder. To my husband, husband, marrying you. There, call that, and we'll call that design one. And then I need a PNG, so I'll go export as PNG. And that's 1000 by 1000. Quality is awesome, save. So that is right there. I'm gonna go show in folder. So I got it on another screen. Now, let's go back to all products, or my products. All products? My products. What are you doing here? Did you load yet? Okay, well, we're going to create a new one. And we're going to scroll down. I'm going to show you how to create this. Create. And then I'll drag and drop. Boom. Uploading. Taking a second. Continue. Okay, so I'm getting some questions. Does free shipping on Etsy with any kind of message card necklace help and convert better? Yes. Does free shipping on Etsy give us an advantage over Etsy stores not offering free shipping? Yes, 100%. For the watch, they're asking for an SVG file. I'm not familiar with that. It stands for Standard Vector Graphic, and it's the file type that engraving machines need in order to function. So if you have, say, a PNG file and you want to convert it to an SVG file, you can do so with Photoshop or Photopea, and there's also online converters. So if I say PNG to SVG, right there, boom. And let's say I wanted to take any file, I can upload it. Well, I don't really use this site. I use Photopea for it. But so you drop a file there, you PNG, it'll convert it to SVG. That's a file that you use on ShineOn in order to create the watch. Can we run FB ads to the platform when we made the listing through the Etsy integration? Ooh, can we run FB ads to the platform? You can run through the Etsy integration, it's going to Etsy, so it doesn't exist on the platform. If you want it to exist on the platform, you have to create your own custom domain, and it's a whole different, in this top right here, you'll see this little drop down, you'll be on this one instead of this one. When it says E, that's Etsy. This little shop thing is the platform. So we are just focused on this right now, Etsy and ShineOn, but I do have other challenges where I have run direct to the platform that are actually on the forums right now for you. If the base cost is $25 on ShineOn, how is Jackson selling the same chains for $179 plus, or are they the exact same ones? As far as I know, they're the exact same ones, which is why I don't get why people in the print-on-demand world price things so cheaply. I know I ranted about this once already, but I'm going to do it again. People don't understand margins and markups and the ability to increase your prices. That's why this company, Jackson, where is Jackson? These guys are selling these links, these chains for like 169 bucks. The lady on Etsy is selling it for 50 US. This lady should be increasing her prices dramatically. That's the only mistake I see with their store right now. Raise your prices, ladies and gentlemen. You can. Jackson can do it because they have a brand name behind it. They're probably getting, like, as far as I know, they are the same chain. I don't know if it's from Jackson, but if you look at it, all these chains come from like one place, and it's an overseas place where they don't speak our language, but they sell everything in your household. So everybody that says, I'll only buy made in the USA, well, no, you're a liar, because everything in your house, everything you use, all the parts came from China. They came from overseas. They came from, like, it's so hypocritical. It's just crazy. But anyway, that doesn't matter. That's not what we're doing today. Yeah, raise your prices. Do you know if the personalization engraving works well with the Etsy integration? Well, we're doing message cards right now. As far as, yeah, I have not done the engraved necklace with the Etsy integration directly yet. So I'm not sure, but I'm sure it will work. Do people on Etsy price shop if they see the necklace on one store? Do they try and find it cheaper on a different Etsy store? Yes, the bargain hunters will try and find the bargain. Absolutely, 100%. The people who aren't bargain hunters don't care. When they see something they like, they'll buy it. So, and this is where our own personal preferences and perceptions and how we shop comes into play with how we run our businesses. A lot of people are bargain shoppers, and there's nothing wrong with it. My wife's a bargain shopper. She always goes for the cheapest, and I'm like, it drives me nuts because she'll buy the cheapest and then we'll end up buying 3 of them because they'll break. I'll go for the highest price because in my mind and in my experience, the higher the price, the better the product is. So all these types of shoppers are out there. There are women on Etsy who will be bargain shoppers and they'll look for this and then they'll try to find the one that's like $5 less and they'll buy the one that's $5 less. They're not your buyer. There are also women on Etsy who will look at the one that's $5 less and go, well, why does this one cost more? Well, I want the one that costs more because it must be better. Those people exist too. So it depends on who you want to target. I will tell you, when people don't pay much for something, they don't use it, and they can be a little bit harder to deal with, and they don't, I don't want to call them bad customers, but they just don't take action. So, well, now this is leading back to my site, but because, like, for example, I charge $50 a month on my forums, peanuts for what people get, but because it's so cheap, people think it's not worth doing. Whereas I'll run a boot camp and I'll charge $2,000, and everybody in there is like jumping all over themselves to take action and do stuff and participate, and it's amazing because I am putting together a slightly different package, but the value that the higher paying customers are, like, they feel like I'm getting more value because I paid more and I have to make that money back, so they do more. It's the same with buyers of physical products. Like, it's like do I want to give my husband a $50 gift for Christmas, or do I want to give him a $100 gift? Like, in their mind, they probably feel like, well, if I give him 50, I got to find another one to bring it up to 100. So I just feel good about myself giving a gift to my husband and not cheaping out. You know what I mean? So there's a whole like discussion that we can have for hours and hours on it. But my bottom line is charge more for your stuff. So I am going to adjust my prices when I get onto Etsy. Why would it be better to sell these necklaces on Etsy instead of on our own ShineOn store domain? Better, not necessarily, but the reason that we use Etsy is Etsy has their own buyers, okay? So we don't have to run ads. That's why. You can launch these on the platform directly and you can run ads to them, and that does work. It doesn't work as well as it did last year, but it does work, okay? So there are, and again, so you're asking me that question. So you're leaning towards, I want to do paid ads to my products. That's cool. Me and you are the same. I love paid ads too. I just learned a couple of years ago that I can still do that, but I also want to diversify and say, I want to get some stuff on Etsy too, so that I get like free sales. So it doesn't cost me anything in ads to get the sales, because people are on Etsy searching for gifts for their husband. If mine pops up and they buy it, I didn't spend anything on ads, and I still made the sale. So my actual return is way higher than it can be with paid ads. Although the scalability of Etsy is a lot lower, the return on investment is a lot higher. So it's a trade-off. Do people on Etsy specifically look for stores that offer free shipping? I don't know. I just know if my product is free shipping and yours is paid, they're going with mine. So it's the online trend that, and Etsy has made it very clear that they want you to do free shipping. When you don't have free shipping, they'll put a little pop-up on your dashboard that says, hey, you don't have free shipping. So I guess they've run the numbers, but let's dive back in here and finish this off. So let's go with title. I forgot what my title was. What was my other title? Well, let's go to my shop for a sec. Sorry, I'm bouncing around. I'm gonna reload. There it is. Okay. Husband Christmas gift necklace. If I want to click it, I can edit it. And I will be editing these, but I'm not doing it today. I just want, because we covered a ton of ground already. So I will be optimizing this listing for Etsy. If I want to view it, I don't even think I can view it until I publish it. Preview. Nope, they give me something. It's usually in the shipping. Is it? Yeah, doesn't matter. So what did I say here? Want to make your hubby smile at Christmas? Perfect, funny. Okay, so let's go back here. And let's go here. Now, this is not optimized. I'm optimizing next week. Oh, I'll show you how to optimize next week. That was perfect. Let's say. Say that, and then I can put this in here, but I can edit this too. Want the perfect. Man, Christmas gift for your husband. This is it. He will love this. This sweet, super sweet message. and awesome necklace. Choose from silver, or sorry, stainless. Or gold. Get him one now. There we go. Okay. Now I'll go down here. I'm gonna shipping template free. Great. So that one was created there. It's uploaded. I can view the listing by clicking that. It'll take me into Etsy, and then I can go to Shop Manager, then I can go to Listings, then I can go to Draft. They're in drafts. And there's my one. The other one is on its way. So if I have other mock-ups I want to upload, I can do that too. If I have a video, which here's a little tip right here. Buyers are loving videos. Okay, so if you want your listings to stand out and your search results to stand out and your basically your bottom line of more sales on Etsy, you got to take the extra step. And creating a 5 to 15 second video on Etsy and uploading it will put your listing ahead of all the ones who didn't take the extra time and effort to do this. So if you want one little tip to get more sales on Etsy without anything else this week, create a 5 to 15 second video. If you want me to show you how, I'll show you next week when I'm optimizing the listing, because we're not done. The listing is in draft. It's not published to my store. That means nobody's going to find it yet. But we do have to add in like the production partner in here, and we have to do a lot of, we'll do some keyword research. We'll do some optimization. I can create a 5 to 15 second video to show you guys how I do it. And because I want the advantage over all the other sellers on Etsy. And if all of my listings have a video and yours don't, mine are going to show first. They prefer it. We got to feed their algorithm as much data as we can. So yeah, it takes a lot longer to do it, but when you do it right, you get more sales. So just to summarize here, what we did today, we covered a ton of ground. So I gave away $100, and there's going to be another implementation week with this challenge as well, where the winner gets $100. The implementation week is super simple. You have to implement everything. That's it. I showed where you can find the Etsy store setup video. We researched a few, showed you how to create your account on ShineOn. We connected ShineOn to Etsy. I showed you that. I showed you how to do designs yourself. I use Canva. Outsource it or join my template club, and I'll just do them for you. The beauty of me doing them for you too in the template club is those designs, as you saw, one design costs $20 US. I give you 10. So you're getting, like, they cost me about $350 US to do those designs, and you get them for $50 a month. It's an absolute no-brainer to join the template club if you're in this business, because as you can see, as I showed, you can edit this for free with Photopea, or you can even use Photoshop to do it if you have that. I was planning on launching one today. I actually launched 2. So now next week, what we're going to do is we're going to optimize the store and listings. We're going to launch some more. I'll show you how to do the video. I'll show you how to do that live. And there are a few different options for that as well. I'll show you the tools that we can use in order to make sure we have the right keywords in here. Show you how I do it in order to get the best results possible. I will take some questions now, but we're going to close off with that as far as my training goes for this week. There are 2 more coming. Week 3, webinar number 3 is the secret sauce that I'm going to show you. I'm not disclosing it ahead of time because I actually want you guys to stick around and see it. So how's that? How's that for a teaser? All right, let's go to some more questions. I love the questions, by the way. When you guys ask, that is fantastic. Okay, next question. Tying back to ads, why don't paid ads work as well as they did last year? This is why. Apple and Facebook. So what Apple did is they released this update, and on this update on your phone, it says they're killing Facebook ads is what they did. So Apple said, when you do the update and you launch the Facebook app on your phone, on your iPhone, you'll get a pop-up that says, hey, do you want Facebook to track you? yes or no. And it's like everybody says no, like 5% said yes. What that means is that the tracking pixel from Facebook, when people are using their phone, it's broken. It doesn't work now. So it used to be you could launch an ad, you'd place your pixel on, like, say, ShineOn site. So somebody's on their phone, they see your ad for a ShineOn necklace, they buy it, the pixel fires and tells Facebook ads that, hey, so this person bought it. So it shows as a conversion on your Facebook ads. What Apple did is said, we're going to screw that right up because, privacy, and we value people's privacy and blah, 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 blah. It's a bunch of horse shit. Basically, Apple wants to launch their own ad platform, so they're destroying everybody else to do it, which is typical Apple. So why don't ads work right now as well as last year? Because of this. Because Apple and Facebook are having a little fight. We're all caught in the crossfire, and our ads are stinking. So the Facebook ad platform and delivery is based on an algorithm which needs data. So it needs to see the conversions, so it knows what type of user on the Facebook platform is most likely to buy your product. Now, Facebook is like a pilot in an airplane with a blindfold on, smoking a cigarette and hoping that the runway's that way. Like, they don't know where they're going. They don't know how to, they're up in the air flying, but they don't know where they're going. They can't land. All they can kind of do is stay up there. And that's what it is. So that's why it's broken. It's awful. It's brutal. That's why we got to diversify. The one constant when you're making money online in any business is stuff's going to happen. Shit's going to happen, and you're going to have to deal with it. There's going to be issues that come up no matter what. No matter how good you are, no matter how perfect a setup you have, no matter how well you did in the past, stuff is going to change. Stuff's going to break. Stuff that used to work is not going to work anymore. That's just a fact of life. That's how life goes online. So the new guys, the new coaches that you've got out there haven't been through these kind of downturns yet. So they panic and they don't really know what to do. I've been doing this since 2007. I've been through so much crap. It's not even funny. It doesn't even faze me anymore. I just go, okay, well, that's broken. Let's do this. Okay, well, that broke. Let's do this. Okay, well, that broke. Let's do this. Like, there's no point in dwelling on it. Stuff's going to happen. We just got to adjust, adapt, and move forward. All right, next. Okay, so yes, please. Oh, I lost it. Oh, you guys got a lot of questions. Awesome. Show the video making next week. Will do. Is it ever better to sell on your own ShineOn domain? Can you please elaborate why? You can better? No. An option? Yes. You can do it. With ShineOn, you can use the platform directly, or you can use Etsy and ShineOn, or you can use Shopify and ShineOn. So you've got three options. Which one is best is the one that makes you the most money. They're all good. Etsy, you're going to get a lot of free traffic, which is good. The downside is it moves slower. Your own Shopify store is really good because you own the store, you own the brand, you own the emails, you own everything, the retargeting, all that good stuff. It's awesome. But you're doing customer service, and it's a lot more complex to set up a Shopify store and run it than it is to run it on the platform. When you run it on the platform, you don't necessarily own the emails, so you can't really email people. You don't own you own the brand with the domain, and they are making stores available. The one biggest downside I see of the ShineOn platform, and I'm never going to change this opinion, and sorry, Eric, but it's true, is they'll retarget for you. So let's go here. Wait. No, that's not it. Did this pop up? Here it is. Okay, so these are the three options we're talking about. This is what we're doing today. This is Shopify. You start a store, connect the app. This is a platform, custom domain. So they handle store setup and management. They provide the customer support, which is a huge, huge, huge plus. Huge plus. This is the part I don't like. They provide free remarketing and retargeting. The only problem is that's for everybody on the platform. So you are all contributing to the remarketing and retargeting of your competition on the platform as well. That's the only part I don't like. Maybe they've changed it, but I don't know. But if I'm spending $100,000 in ads a month and I'm sending it to the platform, and then they're taking all those people that I've sent there and they're showing ads to not only my products, but everybody else on the platform, I don't like that. I would rather do my own retargeting and be able to opt out of that. If I could opt out of that, I'd be fine with it. But from ShineOn's point of view, they're helping people get sales, right? So if I'm spending 100,000 a month on Facebook ads, and another guy spent like just getting started, he's spending $10 a month, but he gets a sale because it's from the people that they're retargeting that I sent there. That person's happy, ShineOn's happy, and I'm like, shit, that could have been my sale. Like, I want that sale for me because I'm greedy, and I spent all that money. I want to retarget my own people. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. Maybe they change it. I don't know. The custom storefront is cool. Profit through payouts, yes, you do. So that's the only thing I don't like, and I've never liked about the going direct to the platform. When you have your Shopify, it solves that problem because now you can retarget your own people, and when you retarget your own people, they're buying your products, not somebody else's. Okay. When someone comes to a necklace on our Etsy store, do they usually look for other products? I don't know. I imagine they've been searching around a bit, probably. I mean, it's kind of an impulse buy, right? When they see one that just connects with them, that's the one that they're going to buy. And do they also leave our store and look at other items in store Etsy recommends, so we lose a lot of traffic? Yep, absolutely, you do. Is ShineOn better than Gearbubble as far as reliable on-time delivery to customer and seller customer service? No, I'd say they're about the same. I really like them both. ShineOn's awesome. Gearbubble's awesome. I don't have any issues with either of them. And I've sold over 7 figures on the Gearbubble platform. And I love that because I don't hear from the customers. So if they're complaining or if they have an issue or whatever, I never hear it. Gearbubble handles it. Same with ShineOn. When you use this custom domain option, that's the platform. I'm not going to hear about any of those issues. Whereas on Etsy and Shopify, I'm hearing them. Like, it's like on Etsy, when you make a sale and then 4 hours later, they're like, did you send it yet? I need this. Okay, here's the thing. I need this for Friday because I'm giving it to my husband for his birthday gift or whatever. And it's like, holy shit, lady. Like, you read the listing, right? I can't do that. But you have to respond. Whereas with the custom domain, which is a platform on ShineOn, they deal with that. So it's like customer service is a huge pain in the butt because a lot of customers are unreasonable. There are a few really good ones, but when people are buying physical products online, they can be the worst. So this often is the best when you don't want to deal with customer service. Etsy and Shopify, you're doing it. It's you, or you can outsource it. If new to all this, third-party training to be enough, or do you recommend other materials in the forum to watch and read first? Well, that's the beauty of my forums. So when you go here, if you'll note, there are 26 other challenges that I've done since September of 2019. Let's say you're like, okay, let's see what he was doing in here for Christmas. Okay, there you go. You want Facebook ads? There you go. I was doing Facebook ads. There's your setup. There's your live training number 1, 2, 3. I actually did 4. I don't know why I did so many on this, but you have basically, let's just say that's the only one that I did like all the extra on. But let's say you have 3 1-hour sessions. So 3 sessions per challenge and 3 hours each, and there's now 26 of them. You have 78 hours of training that you can go through right now. So yeah, all of these are available. Etsy and ShineOn. Valentine's Day, there's Christmas 1, 2, 3 from last year, face masks, wedding, teacher gifts, all that good stuff. If you want to see what is in each one, go here. Welcome to the forums, read me first. Table of contents is right here. List of all the current and past challenges and what they contain. So yeah, if you're bored between now and next week, I challenge you to go through every training that you've got available on this forum. It'll take you about at least 78 hours to go through it all. So there's a ton. There's a ton of stuff you can be doing. How many Etsy stores are we allowed to have? Can we have more than one Etsy store for one business? Can we have more than one Etsy store for each email address? Why would you want more than one? Make one, make it a general one, put everything under it. But you don't need to complicate it. You don't need to have a niche Etsy store. Don't do that. Have like a general gift store or a general store, just and brand it. Like, don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. I would just have one. You can have as many, I'm pretty sure you can have as many as you want, but there's no need. and all. Like, you don't need a dog Etsy store or a cat Etsy store. You don't need that. It's the listings that matter. Interesting. Gearballers told me that I have to do my own customer service on my Done For You Pro store because my email address is the contact on my store. Yep. On GB Pro, you're doing it because GB Pro is like Shopify. It's a competitor. So GB Pro is like this, Shopify. The Gearbubble has a platform, Direct, which existed before ShineOn was even around. And it's more like the custom domain option on ShineOn. So yeah, GB Pro store, you're doing customer service. Have you thoroughly tested all those templates you give us in the template club with cold traffic? Nope, I haven't tested them. The template club templates are based on selling over $1.5 million of necklaces and message cards over the past few years. So I know what elements work, I know what don't. And if you want me to test them for you, I can do that. I think I'd probably charge like $500,000 for that, because I can test them myself and find the winners. Like, honestly, this is a deal of a century. So if you want to take things a step further and get even more training and more value, and you want me to do it for you, I charge $500,000 to test the template for you, because I don't want to do it. I'll do it for myself. So yeah, I get what you're saying, but there's only so much I can do. There's only so much I can offer. I'm just one guy, and the template club is $50 a month based on my experience. So you're buying my experience, my eye for the design, and my ability to generate templates that work and have got me over 7 figures in sales. That's what you're buying with the template club. You can skip me and do it yourself. It'll cost you more, and then you have to figure out what elements work and what don't. And if you sold more than me, that's cool. Then you're probably better at it. But if you haven't, then maybe you should, go with somebody who's been there, done that. I don't mean to sound cocky. I just, I've got that question before. Like, have you tested these? Like, no, I haven't tested them, but I know what works. So it's with selling message cards, the quote is going to be the first thing you need. The design is second. And then actually taking action and uploading the thing to a store or to a platform or to Shopify, that's the third. So the way that I set up the template club is to get the design issue off your plate and to make it automatic so you're getting a fresh batch every month. But it's up to you to go and find those quotes that are going to work, and the quotes are where you're going to test it. And one template, you could edit it, and you can produce like 100, 200, 300, 400, 1,000 different products off of one design template, because you change out the quote or you change out the niche, that kind of thing. All right. So it's bad to have one niche Etsy store, like wife to husband. You don't need it. Yeah, it's overkill. I wouldn't bother. Don't do it. Make one store and put everything under it. Like, look at the example we found. This is what you want. So her store is custom giant gifts. Look at that. Metal, wall art. Nice, good for her. Pregnancy, wedding, to my wife, to my husband, to my daughter, to my granddaughter, to my best friend, to my niece. This is what you want. One store with all this under it. Okay, so what version of GB do you use to ensure that GB does a customer service themselves? You use this one. Let's go here. Go to Gearbubble. It's a little bit hidden. So if you hit Get Started, it's GB Pro. But if you go here, Sell on Marketplace. Nope, that's not it. It is Launch Product. Oop, crap. Back. It's this one. Launch Product. This is where you're creating an account for their platform. So if I have Gearbubble integration with Etsy, can I use the same Etsy store for this? Or should I do a different Etsy store? Use the same. You can have more than one integrated with an Etsy store. Don't go making multiple stores. There's no need. Why aren't people selling those ShineOn watches? It's not that they're not. I just, I even ran a thing here in the forums where you can read about it. Hang on. I did ShineOn and watches. There it is. I thought they would take off like crazy, and they actually didn't. So I'm like, what the hell? Weird. But anyway, if you want to learn how to sell watches on Etsy and watches, that's ShineOn watches in there. I don't know why. Yeah, a good question. But I don't have ShineOn's back-end numbers either. I don't work for them. So I'm just a third-party dude trying to help people make some money online. All right, I went way over. I got to go pick up my golf cart. I told her noon, and it's like half an hour away. Okay, I got time. So I'm off to pick up my golf cart. I will post a replay on the forums. It will be right here. So click here, Christmas challenge number 1, right here. And it'll be right here this afternoon. It'll be in here, probably late afternoon. So you can go back through it, go through everything. But your homework now is to do what I just showed you on this training. So you have to, if you don't have an Etsy shop, you got to set one up. If you have one, use the existing one. Don't create a new one. Research some quotes, create your ShineOn account, connect ShineOn to Etsy, create your design, launch your design, at least one. Okay, so that'll give you enough to chew on. If you want to be more eager, which I hope you guys all are, launch 10 this week. Between now and next Thursday, launch 10. I challenge you. Anybody that does that, post it in the forum. Because I'm going to wager that, I hate to say it, but I don't think anybody will launch 10. Prove me wrong. Say, Will, eat crow. I did 10. Post, make that your post. Will, eat crow. And I'll eat crow. Well, not really eat crow, but you know what I mean? All right, I'm going to close with that. You guys have a great week. Go get this set up because we are right in the middle of Q4 and it's time to make some great money. I will talk to you on the forums. I'm there. I check it every morning for new posts. If I missed a post, just let me know. But I'm in there every day checking new posts and answering people. If you know the answer to something from a member in the forum, feel free to chime in. We're all in this together. It's a great place to network. I will see you next week on the next live training, and we'll go from there. Everybody have a great week, and we'll talk to you soon. Hey everybody, welcome to webinar number 2 of 3. I'm Will from PPC Coach, as you know. So just give me 1 in the chat box if you can hear me and see my shop manager on Etsy on the screen. Everybody good? Good to go. And let me know where you're at in the world, and then we will hop right into the training. Got a lot to cover today. Awesome, awesome. Ohio. I'm in London. It is kind of chilly. And I'm getting the driveway done, which is probably the worst time of the year possible because it's rained and been cold for the past few days. And they say they can pour in the cold, but I don't know. So we've been walking through mud like every day for the past 4 days, and they still haven't put the forums up, so I'm not very impressed. But anyway, so we got Ohio, Chicago, Vancouver. Oh, Vancouver. How you guys doing out there? I know there's a lot of flooding going on. I've seen it. That's awful. Crazy, wiping out roads and everything. You guys need like a helicopter to get around. That's bad. I hope everybody's okay. Philadelphia, right on. Oklahoma. All right. We got more people trickling in here. That's good. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to optimize our listing. And I'm going to show you how to shoot a video so that you can optimize your listing and be ahead of the game, ahead of everybody else in the Etsy world who doesn't put a video on their listing. So let's go in and do the first one. So go to your shop manager, go to listings, go to draft here on the right, and we'll do this one first. So I'll just click on it. So you can see I've got my images. That's all good to go. But right here on the video, I want to do a video. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. So they say buyers 11 listing videos. We know that shoppers are more likely to purchase an item if the listing includes a video. Cha-ching. Based on a July 2020 analysis of over 5 million buyers comparing the purchase behavior of those who were shown listing videos to those who were not. Good enough for me. When a marketplace tells me that, I'm just going to do it because why not? And it's not very hard to do either. So bring your product to life with a 5 to 15 second video. Oh boy, what am I going to do? Well, I'll show you. It could help to drive more sales. This video won't feature sound, so let your product do the talking. Film wearable items on a model or show a functional item being used. Adjust your settings to record high resolution video. Aim for 1080p or higher. Crop your video after you upload it to get the right dimensions. Learn how to make videos that sell. So let's click that. And let's just see what they say. Set the stage, prep your phone, light your scene, stabilize the camera, frame your shot, resolution, and aspect ratio is what we're worried about. So they want this is the key, 9 to 16 video. For many phones, shooting in the default portrait mode can result in a 9:15. To keep the listing experience cohesive for shoppers, you want the aspect ratio, a ratio of width to height of your listing video, to reflect the same orientation as your primary listing photo. Give me a number, man. All right, so to update the aspect ratio of your video on an iPhone, open the video you'd like to edit, tap Edit, select the crop function on the lower right corner of the bottom, tap the aspect ratio, select the appropriate aspect ratio from the bottom menu, includes 8:10, 5:10 square. Please note, videos cropped to square on iPhone are compressed to a low resolution quality, blah, 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 blah. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna do square. And there's a reason I'm gonna do square. And this relates to outside of the scope of this training, but a square video can be used for a lot of different places. So I can use that on Pinterest, on a board, on a pin. I can use that on TikTok as an ad if I want. I could go like with a 9 to 16, but that's more like a YouTube type format. If I went like 16 to 9, no, 9:16 is vertical. What am I talking about? Yeah, 9:16 is vertical. So I'm thinking they want square. So I'm going to do square because then I can use it on a whole bunch of other social media places too. So let's go back here. And since it's only 5 to 15 seconds, we got a bunch of options here. I'm going to show you one that I've used. Actually, in a couple of challenges here on the forums, I've used this. In video is an option. Now this is a paid option, so I don't know if you guys want to use it or not, but it's an editor where you can create based on pre-made templates. So if I select square ones, I can pick any one I want, and I can make mine from this. I think it's a little too fancy for what we need here on Etsy though. So that's one option. It's a paid option. It does cost money. I don't know what my account is here. What plan am I on? Oh, am I on free? Oh, I'm on the free plan. Okay. I thought I paid for it. I guess I didn't. Maybe it expired. Anyway, invideo.io is one. Another option is Canva. You can do videos on here. I don't know if you knew that, but so if I go Etsy video, they don't really have Etsy video, but they do have video. Video collage, video message. So like a collage is pretty much what we want. So you could take any of these and edit them, which I might show you if we have time, but I'm going to show you the way I do it from scratch. Another option is Wondershare, which is from Filmora. So if we go here, so you got InVideo, Canva, Filmora. They have this one, Video Editing Simplified for the Mac or Windows. It does cost $97.71, but they have a lot of really good features on here. It's like what you're going to see in a second for the one that I use. So you can do this. What I like about all of these too is if you go to YouTube and you go, like if you get stuck anywhere, look at this. There's a million tutorials on how to use it. So that's for Wondershare from Filmora. But there's a bunch of tutorials on how to do effects, how to do everything. I'm not using any of these today, but those are 3 other options that you can use. What I'm using is good old Camtasia. I love Camtasia. I've been using this for, man, how long? 14 years now. So I love it. And they keep coming out with new upgrades. It's awesome. If you're looking at buying this, I highly recommend it. So I'll show you where you can buy it. This is my favorite one out of all of them. Here, Camtasia. And they are from TechSmith. So TechSmith, Camtasia pricing, here we go. So it's not cheap, but it's the best one. They're awesome. So that's why I showed you a bunch of options, because there are a bunch out there, but there's all the rest, and then there's Camtasia as far as like ability to record a screen, ability to do all the effects, ability to do all the text effects and everything else. They are just, they're my go-to. Like when I'm shooting videos for a course, I use Camtasia. When I do videos for like Etsy, I use Camtasia. So whichever one you guys want to use is up to you. If you like the template thing and the online thing, then InVideo is a great option. Canva is also a really good option because they're super easy to use, and they've got a ton of templates that you can get your hands on. Wondershare and Camtasia, you're not really going to get the templates to start, so you're kind of starting from scratch. But once you see how kind of easy this one is to use, I'm showing you the most expensive one, but I don't make any money if you buy it or not. So I don't care which one you pick out of those 4 options. And there are actually other options too. There's things like, I don't know if these guys could do it. I bought a copy of this too, videos. Basically, I found they're more like animations. Yeah, this is it. So videos is another option. But they have more, it's more like clips, like openers and closing clips and kind of in between. It's not really, I found it's not really meant to do like long videos, in my opinion. It's kind of shorter stuff. So that kind of makes me not like it. So let's dive in here. So I'm going to show you Camtasia. Let's create a video. The first thing we need is some images. So let's go to our Etsy store. So step 1 is grab your images. So we've got some on here. I can't really view the listing because it's not published. So what I'll do is I can either get it here or I can get it from ShineOn. I don't know why I can say that. So just click it and then right click, save image as, and we'll put this into our folder. What do we got here? Is this 27? Yep, 27. And then we'll go here and we'll go, so we got our message cards, marrying you. Yep, that's the one. So save it there. Then we'll click off it, click this one, and we'll go save image as, save, boop, this one, save image as, save, boop, and then this one. Then we'll go save image as, save. Okay, so now we have 4 images, and all we're gonna do is open up Camtasia. And when you get in here, you got your media bin. So you can click on import media or the plus sign. So I'm going to click import media. I'm going to go to my challenges folder here. I'm going to go to number 27 here. And we're just going to grab all these. So I just highlighted them all and open. And that's going to put them here into my, my bin. So your track is down on the bottom. This part here is your screen. That's what it's going to look like. So the first thing you want to do is kind of set this to do project settings. And then there's a bunch of default options that you can do, but we want to do like square. So I guess Instagram would be the square one. We could do that, 640 by 640. Or we could do like 1000 by 1000. I'm actually going to do 1000 by 1000. So just click on the lock sign to unlock it, and then go 1000. I hope they don't get mad at me for going too big. And then we'll do apply. And then we'll do kind of zoom out. That's not 1000 by 1000. 1000. That's not it either. You buggers, come on. Oh, I think maybe it was unlocked and I locked it. That's better, thank you. Fit, there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is kind of move these down onto the timeline. So let's go with, well, it doesn't really matter what we start with, but we'll kind of mix it up. So we'll go with this one first. That'll be our first one. And then you can see we gotta expand that. So it might be an idea to make it the same size, but we can drag that there, drag that there, and then you can right click on it and do duration, and you see that's 5 seconds, so that's too much. If I have 4 clips, 4 images, and I want to kind of rotate through them, then I can do, well, that's an odd number, of course. If I did 3, it'd be like 5 seconds each, but 15 divided by 4, that's 3.75, so let's go with that. So your duration on that, oops, your duration right click, duration, 3.75. There we go. And then I'll put, actually I'll put all these down here. So then I'll do that one, put that on another tab. And then I'll go back to this one. And then I'll go back to this one. There. Okay, so now I'm just going to select all those four. I'm going to right click, duration, 3.75. There. Now I can move them all down onto the timeline. Oops. Onto track one. And then I can delete these tracks if I wanted. Don't really need to. All right, so I'm going to zoom in too so you guys can see this. So these are my clips, and if I play it, it's just going to do this. So 3.75 seconds there, switch 3.75. So now I know I got to fix this. So click on it, drag down, drag up. There we go. Play it, and then stop, then drag down, then drag up. And play, and stop, and then drag down, then drag up. Okay, so that's, I mean, that could be a clip right there, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to select them all. I'm going to do a transition, just to make it look kind of cool. And what I'll do is I'll flip it. So on this one too, I'll select it, I'll flip at the start. So now it'll go like this. Flip, and then flip, and then flip, and flip. There we go. That's my video. That's it. So now I'm going to click share, local file, and I'm going to click on MP4 only up to 1080p. I'm going to click next, and I'm going to select the folder. And I'm going to go to my challenge folder, 27, message cards, to my husband. I'm going to name this. I'm going to name it whatever I named it on Etsy. So let's go back to Etsy. Where's Etsy? There's Etsy. Husband Christmas gift necklace. And go back here. Now I'm going to name it that. Oops. Paste, husband Christmas gift necklace, MP4, save. And then click on finish, and it's going to render that. And then click finish, and then go file, save as, and then go to your folder and save it as a project. So click save. That way you can edit that if you want. Oop, wait, I'm on the wrong one. D drive. Oh, I almost overrode another one. Be careful with that because you can overwrite files. So there we go. I'll save it into that folder. And now I'm basically done with Camtasia. And what I can do is go like this, and then go with D drive, challenges, 27, message card, that, open. And let's see what errors they give me, because usually when I do stuff live, I get errors. And let's press play. And it might be rendering. I don't know what's happening here. Why are you black? Okay. I think it's rendering. I hope it's rendering. If it's not rendering, then I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck it's doing. Let's hit save as draft. Go back here. Yeah, it's got to be rendering. I don't know. Because the video does work. I go to my folder. Let's see here. Just double check that it actually did work. D drive, challenges. 27, there. And that's it. And then that's what it looks like. Yeah, so the video works. So I'm thinking Etsy is like rendering it on their end. But that little extra effort that we just put in, which took a couple minutes, is going to actually get our listing ahead of the rest of them. So that's just part one of optimizing. So yeah, that took maybe, I don't know, what, 8 minutes? But that extra 8 is going to help you enormously, all right? So let's move along. Let's optimize this. So it is another company or person, a supplier tool to make things made to order. I don't get this. I don't get it, but whatever. But like, it is a finished product. Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm gonna have to add in, do I have the production partner on here? I think I do. Yeah, ShineOn. Okay, so we'll do that. Now your title, this is where most people will stuff in keywords, which if we go to Etsy, I'll show you an example. So let's go husband necklace, or I should have done to my husband. Well, here's an example of somebody stuffing it. So they put Christmas gift for wife, first married Christmas gift necklace, best Christmas gift for wife, romantic gifts for her, like that kind of thing. I'll show you in a second, but they actually don't like that anymore. I know people still want to do it because they're stuck in their ways, but you want to make this basically just describe the product, and then you want to use your description and your tags and everything else in order to get the listings and feed them the data that they want. Now they've sold a lot of products, but you'll see when I show you the thing that we're using how that's really frowned upon a little bit. So let's go back here. We're going to leave it at that for now. We're just going to fill in all of these until we get to the tags. So what you want to do when you're doing your listings is give the Etsy algorithm as much data to chew on as possible. So that means filling in all of these so that on this example here, see how they have like details, handmade item, materials, white gold, gemstone, made to order, that kind of thing. This extra effort on the details will actually help with your rankings as well in Etsy. So recipient, we want to put men. Primary color, I mean, we can never really get this perfect because I do offer more than one. Or you could go primary, well, what's the primary color? So silver. So we'll go silver and then gold. We'll go silver, secondary color, gold. Style, I get stuck on this all the time. I don't know what the heck this is. Boho and hippie, like, come on. Brutalist? What is brutalist? I don't know. Minimalist beats me. Probably not, but, well, we'll do it. No, can't be personalized. Occasion, here we go. So let's just pick one. Divorce and breakup. That's a happy day. Graduation, housewarming, moving, pet loss, prom, retirement, wedding, LGBTQ pride, moving. Moving is an occasion. Grief and mourning, graduation. I don't know. We do want to put something in here. We could make it an anniversary gift. And then celebration. We could put like Christmas or Father's Day. I wish I could select more than one of these, but I can't. So for now, let's do this. Anniversary, Father's Day. Renewal options, you can leave that on manual, so you renew it yourself. That way, if you have a whole bunch of listings, which you could on some stores, you're only going to renew the ones that are actually getting sales instead of all of them. So let's keep scrolling down. The type is physical. Want the perfect gift for your husband. This is it. Okay, I like that. Give your loved one a timeless necklace, shows off their strength and style. Cuban chain link necklace is a perfect gift for any occasion, staple accessory for all wardrobes. Available in polished stainless steel, 14 karat gold. Oh, stainless, not silver. Okay, I should change that. You can be sure this wonderfully weighted necklace will be a favorite piece they wear day after day. This necklace comes packaged our mahogany style luxury gift box for easy gifting. And then we'll just kind of space this out a little bit. Now, this part, I'm going to fix that before I forget, because I put silver, and I don't want them to think it's silver when it's not. Did I have it? Oh, the color's silver, not the material. I'll leave it. Length 18, inches parrot clasp. Okay, well, so let's go to a section. Let's add a section. I'll put gifts for him. And then shape. So here's where I gotta get my tags. My materials though, I can do this. I can do stainless, steel, enter, and then gold. Oh, 14 karat, yellow, gold. And then what, like wood box, I don't know. Paper. Well, that's the materials basically. I do need the tags, I'll come back to that. Inventory and pricing. So I'm gonna leave that. Variations, I'm not gonna touch that. Personalization, that's gotta be off. I do free shipping, that's on. Customs information, leaving that blank. Item weight. I don't really need this because I'm not really charging for shipping. So I don't need a postage preview. I am going to advertise this listing. I've been doing that lately and it seems to be working. So I don't know. Well, it's like $1 a day. So let's go back here. Oh, tags is what we need. So for tags, let's go to the tag generator extraordinaire system, which is eRank. And in here, we're going to log in. And we're going to eRank. So if you don't have an account here, you should probably get one. Refresh listings, fetching the data. So this is connected to the Etsy store that we're in right now. The Bliss Design Innovation one. And my computer's super slow. Probably have too many things running. It's actually good that I could render a video while I'm on GoToWebinar. So that means I got a good enough computer. Come on, fetch the data. You're a rocket ship, not a turtle. Oh, you're killing me. Fire it up. Okay, let's see if there's any questions or comments. Yeah, in video is awesome. Videos can't do it. I have that. Yeah, videos, I'm like, videos was super hyped and they made a lot of money, but I'm like, I bought it and I got in there and I'm like, well, I can't do anything I want. Like, I don't care about intro scenes or outro scenes or anything like that, you know? So Pepper, get out of there. Get away from the window. That's my dog barking at nothing. There's squirrels that sit in the tree and my dog barks at them all day. Yeah, videos, I'm actually disappointed. I wouldn't really recommend them. Offio, never heard of them. I could check them out. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now let's go to listings and listing audit. And let's go to, oh, it's not published. Okay. Duh. So when you get this and you're not published, it's not going to come in. So you got to publish the thing. Fill out all. Okay, so they do this part where they don't like something. It's usually this. Yep. So that's actually good that you guys saw that. When you get that error, when you try and publish, select the style on the variants box and it will publish. I don't get it. I don't know why, but it does that. So yeah, it's right here. When you get that error I got, when you tried to publish, just go like this and then hit publish and it'll go. It's really strange. Very strange. Anyway, let's refresh now. Oh crap, I gotta refresh my data. That sucks. Don't take half an hour. Yeah, you missed it. So usually I'll have to hit reload and log out and log back in. Yep, not pulling it yet. Okay, so I gotta log out. And log back in. And now, if I go refresh data, if you don't get the rocket ship, yeah, there we go, or the minivan, what's that, a VW bug? If you don't get that, then it's not pulling in the new data, and it's not going to pull any data unless it's published. So I apologize, I should have done that. It doesn't usually take this long either to do. So you're keeping your prices at $49.95 and $69.95. I don't want to, no. Let me go. I can't update that right now. Good point. I'm going to raise my prices a little bit more because I don't want to do that. Come on, let's go. Speed up, us. The joys of live stuff. It takes forever. Oh, the other, just while that's loading too, if you guys are on Etsy and you're not really getting many sales yet, it's usually a function of, I think there is now like $100 listing thing. And once you go above that, I think you'll start getting sales. I think the Etsy will throw you the odd bone once in a while, but they won't really give you much business until you're actually doing some volume with them. Because I think they have so many people in there now. This is just my theory. But if you Google or go on YouTube too and type in like $100 sales Etsy, and you'll see a whole bunch of stuff on this theory of, they wait for stores to have kind of a proven track record before they're going to give them much business. And I think it's not only 100 sales, but it's also a time that they put in. That it's kind of like probation, like you're on probation for a certain amount of time. And once you get out of probation, which is they don't tell you you're in probation at all, but you're in there. So when you open a new store or when you don't have sales or a certain amount of time has not passed, they'll just kind of let you sit there and marinate, but they won't really give you much traffic. So you can force more with some paid ads, but yeah, they're gonna wait on you, so you're not gonna turn up in their search results. Now, once you do turn up, then you'll start noticing sales start popping away, and all of a sudden you're a trusted seller, so they'll give you actually more traffic. I've seen that. I think it's 100 units listed, and then I think there's a time as well attached to that. I don't know if it's 3 months or 6 months, but I'm positive there is now, just from opening like new stores. All right, so go to listing audit and then click on your listing, and you're going to see that my listing is currently an E, so I want to be an A. So if you look at this, this is a grade that E-Rank assigns to your listing. Ooh, crap, move my mouse. Based on how well we believe it is following Etsy's best practices important, the grade does not reflect the number of views or sales the listing had. So E-Rank has data from a ton of stores. So they're seeing patterns in their data. And when they see these patterns, they look at stores that are doing really well, and then they'll kind of guide you on how to set up your listing appropriately. So they'll give you tips. So no tags found, that's a big no-no. So we definitely need tags. This listing has no subcategory. Adding more specific subcategories will give more opportunities with a search. Why don't you have categories? I thought you had categories. Oh, jewelry. Well, I can't really change that because that came in from ShineOn. I might be able to change that. I don't know. Your listing has less than 10 images. Using all 10 may increase your conversion rate. Consider adding more, such as a close-up or the item in use. So that's another thing. We need more images, which is not easy to do when we can't really take pictures of it. I mean, if we had the product sitting on our desk, we could whip out our phone and take more images, but we don't. So that's a little bit difficult. I think what I'll do is I'll talk to them to ShineOn and mention that to them. Like, can we put in like more images? But the tag thing is huge, so we need tags. So let's do some tags. Let's go to a new tab on E-Rank, and we're gonna put in husband necklace. And what we're gonna get is results for kind of searches and keywords that we can use. Now, they got necklace, they got husband. By looking at the columns, you got your average searches, clicks, CTR, and competition. So just before we get into it, the competition column, if it's red, most people won't touch it because they don't want to compete. I like red because it means there's a lot of money in it, and a lot of people are listing in there for a reason. The reason people are listing in a category or for a keyword like that is because it's making money. So if you get one like this, like necklace with ashes husband, the Etsy competition is 128. The reason for that is nobody's searching for it. it's not competitive at all. And when something is not competitive, that means there's no money in it. So you could probably dominate that if you created a product that had a necklace with the hashes of a husband, but you can't scale it at all because there's just on Etsy there's nobody looking for it. Loss of husband necklace again too, like that's nothing for competition. So when I see that actually steers me away. I actually like the red. For me, their pattern should be the opposite. Like the more competition they have, the greener it would be for me, in my opinion. All right, so let's keep going down. The other thing is the character count. We can only have 20 in the tag. So what I like to do is go like this. Then I can sort by characters, and you can see I can't even fit any of these on my tags. So I can't really find many tags that are going to work with E-rank. And this is husband necklace. So now I'm going to have to move down and get creative and go gift for him because that's my category. And it really is a gift for him. So let's see what they come up with here on gift for him. So now we're getting into it. Personalized gift for him. I definitely want that. So I am going to take that one. And what I like to do is create a Google Doc, and on my doc or sheet, I'll put in all this stuff so that I can reuse it. Oh, I'm in the wrong account. I don't know why they keep doing that. I hate that. No, I don't. Get out of here. I have this other account. It keeps messing up my docs. That's me. There we go. Plus. Okay, now I'm in the right account. So let's go here. Let's go. And then here, I'll go. And then just paste. Oops. Paste without formatting. Yeah, you still formatted it. Buggers. I don't want any formatting. There. Okay, so gift for him, and then put a comma. Now what I'm going to do is put this in one window. I'm going to put the other in another window. So I can pull them together. There we go. Just the setup makes it easier. Get over there. Yeah, that's fine. Because I'm pretty much going to reuse these tags for my other ShineOn husband necklaces. And then when you find tags that are working really well, or when you go into your Etsy account and you see what people are searching for when they find your product, then you can update your tags as well. So the character count has to be under 20. So gift for her, I can't use. Mother's Day gift, nope. Personalized gift, nope. Father's Day gift, though, there's a good one. See, it's got a ton of competition too. I love that. So I'm just going to, instead of copy and paste, I'm going to go Father's Day gift. And then over here, gift box, no. Gift for women, no. Valentine's Day gift for him, too big. Best friend gift, maybe. I can't see a guy buying that for another guy though. Housewarming boyfriend gift, that's an option. So when you see things like boyfriend gift, you could add in husband gift, and you could add in fiance gift without even looking at the results in here in E-rank. Gift for kids, graduation gift, wedding gift, bridesmaid, couples. Why is this under gift for him? Weird. Birthday gift for him. So that's not gonna fit. That'd be a good one though. Boyfriend, Christmas. Okay, so I'm gonna go birthday for him. And then I'm gonna go with the page. Maybe I'll make this one bigger. Christmas. So I didn't do gift, but I did slight variation because I need like 13 tags here. Self gift, mom gift, nurse gift, bridal shower, birthday gift. We did that. Boyfriend, Christmas gift, too big. Baby, sister, leather, gift for men. Okay. Well, what's that one got? Gift for men. A lot of searches. A lot of competition. All right. Well, I'm going to try and rank for that one too. And then engagement gift, new mom, men's gift. Okay, that's a good variation. Men's gift, boyfriend birthday. Oh, so close. Gardening. What's a gardening gift? I guess a gift for a garden. Birthday gift, pretty broad, pretty broad, pretty broad. Best friend, dad gift. Maybe. Gift for boyfriend. Ooh, that fits. Don't I have that already? Gift for boyfriend. No, I don't. Okay, what am I at here? So let's count the commas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need 2 more. Long distance relationship gift for boyfriend. That would, yeah, I wish I would increase the character limit on these tags because there's some beauties in here. Graduation gift for him. Groomsman gift. Okay, you know what? Groomsman gift? No, because of what's written on it, right? That would be kind of weird. I put husband in here too. I'm gonna change that title to gift for him. And down here I'm gonna change this. Is my thing a husband one? I can't remember what I said on it. I think it is. I said husband, right? To my husband. Oh, yeah, okay, well, so the boyfriend stuff is gotta go, dummy. Ugh. Mornings, man. Mornings, no. Gift for men, gift for boyfriend, no, it's not. It sucks. No. Gift for husband. There we go. Alright, so instead of gift for him, let's switch this up in E rank. Let's go up here. And it's not for him, it's for husband. So I should have left that, dummy. Switch that back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Need more coffee. Alright, let's see. Anniversary gift for husband, that's a beauty. Husband gift, I believe I have that. Gift for husband, I believe I have that. Husband birthday gift, I don't have that. Let's go husband birthday. I'll do husband Christmas. I'll do husband anniversary, which probably won't fit. Anniversary. First anniversary. Wedding gift for husband. That would probably be good. Husband Christmas gift. 13th anniversary gift for husband. Custom gift. Let's sort by character count. Make this easier. A lot of really good ones with too many characters. Let's go down, 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 down. There we go. 20. Ooh, loss of husband. No. Travel gift husband. No. Unique husband gift. Oh, I like that one. Husband gift watch. Funny. Husband gift ideas. Ideas. Okay, I think we're at 13. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Crap, get rid of that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do with these other long ones too. So let's go back to our listing. And let's go to the tags. And let us add these tags. All 13 used. Nice. Now I'm going to go to the description because I want to pepper in some of these good ones from the description. So I'm going to move the E rank one over here. Close this off. I'm going to move E rank over here. I'm going to go back to my listing. And what I want to do is go by kind of what they had in the first place. So I'm just going to search just to reset that and go down here. Now see these long ones? Perfect Christmas gift for your husband. So we'll say I want the perfect gift for your husband. This is it. Awesome necklace wear for any occasion. Probably spelled that wrong. So I'll say husband birthday gift, husband, ooh, Valentine. So I'm just going to stuff them in here instead of in the title. First anniversary gift for husband. Not wedding gift, but oh yeah, husband Christmas gift. Have to capitalize that, maybe. Okay, so want the perfect gift for your husband. This is it. He'll love this sweet message and awesome necklace. Choose from stainless steel or gold. It has a nice weight to it as well. Doesn't feel cheap. Perfect for any occasion, which are spelled wrong. And then we just listed a few, which we could probably put in a couple more. There was another one. Military husband, birthday gift for husband. So anniversary, birthday, Valentine, first anniversary, Christmas. Oh, Father's Day. Where was Father's Day one? So I'm gonna go over here, Control F, oops, in this window, because I want to find nothing. Well, I do want to put that though. I'll put it. Give to your loved, give to your husband. Timeless necklace that shows off strength and style. Perfect product specs. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to publish this. And see, it didn't give me that error message that time, which is good. Now I'm going to go back to eRank, and I'm going to go to listing audit. I need to refresh my data, although I think I'm going to have to log out and log back in. It doesn't change, so let's click it. We're looking for an A rank. Oh, bingo. Sweet. So this is one thing I'm struggling with, because they always say the description is long, this one. So this can be okay, but Etsy recommends a short and informative description. The first 160 to 500 characters tend to be the most important to external search engines. So I'm a little long. I don't know what I'm at, but I can go to my character count. So what I'll do in this case, I'll just do Control A, then I'll go to here, I'll go to paste it. Let's see where I'm at. That's my other one. So let's go Control C on my keyboard, then Control V. There we go. So I'm at 1,024, so I'm like double what I should be. So what I could do is chop off this bottom part, which comes from ShineOn, and now I'm down below. So you could do that which I think I will, just to get rid of that one. The other thing is when people search for your stuff, I can leave it in. I have an A rank, so I don't really need to tinker too much. I like the A rank. The A rank means we're good to go for optimization. So the listing has no subcategory. I get that, but it's not affecting my grade. You add your superstar keyword. This is a short phrase that best describes your listing. For example, a Christmas tree ornament. eRank can use these superstar keywords to provide more relevant SEO tips. Okay, well, my superstar would be oh yeah, my title. I gotta fix that. Right, good point. Okay, let's go back to my title because I changed that. Perfect gift for your husband. There we go. Publish that change. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to take some questions, and then what I'm going to do is rinse and repeat for my next one, which is this one, which is not optimized at all. So if I were to publish this second one, it would get an E grade in E rank, which sucks. So I want to put that on. Now, somebody's already asking about the ads. So if you go marketing and then Etsy ads, you can run them for like $1 a day. And this store is actually running last 30 days, last 12 months. So I have 2 orders from ads, and I've spent $26 in the last 12 months. So I made money on the ads. And they've got it for this birthday one was actually getting sales. So yeah, I would turn on ads, to get a little boost. But like I said, I believe, and I know there's a lot of debate on the 100 listings or the time frame for your store in the probation period, but based on how many people I've trained on Etsy so far, and based on my own results, and based on stores that I have that are old versus stores that are new, I think it's real. So I don't know what you guys think. Let me know in the forums what you guys think about that. If I'm just going crazy in my old age or what. So let's take some. Just want to make sure this worked. My video. I don't know why my video went black. I have to fix that. Oh, it didn't. There we go. There's my video. Hey! So that little dumb video that took me like 8 minutes to make is going to boost my rankings in Etsy. Oh, and the price too. You're right. Thank you. So let's go to my listings. Price. And we are at, what are we at here? Now, ShineOn doesn't care what you charge because they make the same amount. Inventory and pricing. Or do I have to change it in there? What the heck? I don't want a variation. I'm having a brain fart. I will update the price. But anyway, I'm not going to fumble through this right now. So that's my listing, my video. This is the key part of it all. Because of this dumb little video, which is just images flipping, it's actually going to boost my rankings over somebody who doesn't take the time to do this. So what I'm saying is, if you have an Etsy store and you've got like, I know a lot of you have been doing this for a while, and you've got like, I don't know, 100, 200 products in there, and you're not getting sales, this could be your moment to fix that. So I know it's a lot of work. I know it's extra effort, but Etsy will reward you for the extra effort. So a dumb little flip video like this can produce really good results. And you saw how easy I did that in Camtasia. Super simple. Yeah, so let's debate that thing in the forums about the time. So we may not start getting lots of sales for about 3 to 6 months when the waiting period expires, unless we send paid traffic, pretty much. I found on every new store I've launched, it just kind of sits there, and I optimize my listings. I do everything right, and then I kind of, you do get discouraged because you launch your store, you think you're going to make money right away on Etsy. If you don't put some ads to it, though, you're not, because they're not going to show you in the search results. They're going to show everybody else, which sucks. But Etsy is a long-term play. It's not immediate instant gratification. So when all the effort that you put in today on Etsy is going to pay off like 3 months down the road. And I know people don't want to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that because that's what I'm finding in my own stores and with everybody that I've been teaching on Etsy. So it's not instant. So if I'm past 6 months with no sales, what should I do? Open a new store? No. If you have an old store that doesn't have sales, go in and do your listings with videos and optimize all your listings and turn on ads, and you'll get sales. Okay. Well, I can't guarantee it, but you can change it from just jewelry dependent. Okay. ShineOn has a new thing. Try new experience. You just find your product and you can generate more photos of that product there. Right on. So there's where you can get more. Is that in the dashboard? I haven't seen that yet. I don't really watch the ShineOn group. It infuriates me, a lot of stuff that's going on in there. So try new experience. All right, so apparently there's a new experience thing. You can get more photos. Could or should we use keywords that have the word necklace in them? You can, but I think what people are searching for when they're searching Etsy is more like a gift for my husband versus a husband necklace, because they don't really know what they want to get yet. So we want to ideally get onto this page and we want our product to show on here. Oh, dear God. My God. Well, you might as well just keep that lit all the time. Like, come on, it's a man. I'm yours, no refund. So we want our nice little necklace to show in here. When it's your anniversary during the global pandemic. Again, nice. Ah, that's awesome. There's some really cool gifts on here too. So this is where I want to rank. But if you type in like husband necklace, you'll probably get those husband necklaces. But my thoughts are like somebody searching for a gift, they don't necessarily know what they want to buy yet. So I want to rank for the solution to their problem, not a specific product, if that makes sense. Do we need to subscribe to eRank? I do. It's $10 a month. So we no longer keyword stuff the title. We add them to the description now. Don't stuff them in the description, but I'm just finding like, I don't know. I can't say for sure that keyword stuff in the title doesn't work, but I found that according to eRank, it doesn't work. And according to the results that I'm getting, the ones that aren't keyword stuffed are doing better long term. So I'm trying to feed the Etsy algorithm what I think it needs, but I didn't write it. So that's where I'm kind of stuck. And you have to just extrapolate the data. I'm going to try this weekend. I'm just busy. Right on. Can we do that in Canva? Yes, you can. The videos. Well done, Will. Thank you. Well, thank you. My biggest challenge has been tags because I see so much high competition like you showed in the eRank, but I guess there's still much opportunity for sales. Yes. So, like I said, change your mindset about competition in eRank and competition in general. When you see a product that's very competitive or a keyword that's very competitive, that's the one you want because that's where the money is. So you're just going to take, there's a huge pie and everybody's getting their piece of the pie. And if you don't take a bite, you're not going to get a piece. You're not going to, if you don't even go to the table to cut a piece out of the pie, you're never going to get a piece to eat. So you have to compete with other people. That's the nature of the business. So I know I've seen YouTube videos too. I still go on YouTube and I'll like search for stuff to try and get new ideas or new spins or see what people are doing. And I see some Etsy people who are like, okay, go to eRank. And if the competition is red, oh, don't touch that because you don't want to make money. You want to sit here making peanuts for forever on all these keywords that have no competition at all. Those are the ones you want to rank for. Like, no, it's the opposite. You want to rank for keywords that are competitive so you get more sales. That's like, it's just, yeah, I don't get it. But anyway. Do you spend about 20 to 30 minutes for each listing, just like you showed, including finding tags, making the keyword, optimizing the description? It'll take me about 10 or 15, because once you get it down, and I have to talk through it and slow down while I'm showing you guys, the more you repeat this process, the faster you're going to get. But you can't half-ass these listings. So really the only time you're investing in an Etsy listing is the setup. So why not make it right from the start? So instead of trying to, and I know there's the other way where you pump out a million listings and you just throw a bunch of like a gigantic pot of spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks and don't worry about it. But long term, that's not going to help you. So, well, unless you have an automated tool, which there are out there. But yeah, this way is setting it up right from the get-go. And all you're spending is a little bit of time, which is what Etsy is. You're trading time for money because we're not running ads directly to a product and getting that instant gratification. We didn't spend any money. We spent like 20 cents. So the trade-off is we have to spend more time setting it up. So that's what this world is all about with Etsy. It's about time and patience. And unfortunately, that's a difficult thing for people to do sometimes. May I ask what infuriates you at ShineOn? Oh man, do you have do you have 2 days? I'm trying to be more positive in life, and so I don't want to get into what Eric's a good guy. I'll leave it at that. Yeah. Anyway, they have a great product, and Eric's a good guy. I'll leave it at that. So if we wanted to try and make sales for Black Friday in the next 30 days for the holiday season, our store is brand new. How can we pull it off in time? You're not going to. You might get the odd sale, but you're not going to scale at all. If you start now and continue consistently, you will be in perfect position for next year. Okay, so Etsy's long-term play. If you want to take advantage of Black Friday right now, you got to run ads. And so you're going to spend some money. You're going to take a little bit more risk. But you can do it, and you could, well, this is kind of leading into next week, but I'll show you how you can speed up your Etsy stuff a lot faster than you can just relying on Etsy. All right, how can you duplicate a listing to test the same tags but just change the message card? As far as I know, it's got to come from Etsy to here, so you can't really. You're going to have to spend the time. That's why once you have it in the doc, where'd my doc go? That's not the doc. I lost my doc. It's here somewhere. That's why I put it into, once I have those tags ready to go in like comma separated, I can just copy and paste and dump them into the next one. So right there alone, I'm saving probably 10 minutes per listing because I already have them done. So yeah, once you get it done, then you go. Can or should we run retargeting ads to an Etsy store? Does Etsy platform have retargeting, or should we use outside retargeting like AdRoll? I don't want to get ahead of next week, but we're not going to run retargeting to the store directly. I'll just put it there. When you're running ads and you want to run ads to Etsy, you've got a lot of stuff working against you. You can't place pixels. You can't. You're kind of feeding the Etsy machine, but you notice when you land on the Etsy page for the listing, like, let me view my listing on the store. So when somebody comes to my page, they're like, oh, cool, Etsy. Well, distraction, 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 distraction. Scroll down. Whoa, cool, more. Oh, you may also like distraction, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine, not mine. Oh, cool, not mine, not mine. Like, if you're sending paid traffic to Etsy directly, you're basically like Etsy should be thanking you because you're feeding not only your listing, but all the other sellers. Because people will come on here, and if it doesn't click with them right away, they're going to browse around. And Etsy makes it real easy for them to get off your page. So what we have to do is capture them first so that we can repeat our message to them, which is next week. I know I'm teasing you. I have 100 sales, but my sales stopped for 6 months now. Oh man. That I don't know. Did anything happen? Do you have like a low review rating? Do you have a low star rating on your store? I know if you get sales, and then they stop, maybe there's a couple bad reviews in there, which might even not even, like, they're probably not even your fault, but that's Etsy for you. That's the only thing I could think of off the top of my head. Can you do the pic flipping with Video Creator and Canva? The flipping, I don't know. I've never tried it. Like I said, I mean, I use Camtasia as my go-to for videos because I love it, and I've just always used it. well, you know what? So Canva flipping a video. So what I would do, and this is how I learned like Photoshop and Camtasia and everything. So I would go like this, and I'd say Canva flip transition in video, and we'll get our answer here in a second. Creating YouTube transitions, free custom transition, Canva tips, how to edit. I don't know that they do based on these results. Or maybe we shorten that. Canva video. See if they have it. They must have something, because I'm getting something in here. But I have to go through these to see. So my answer is I don't know, because I've never tried it, but there might be. Presentations. Oh, that's the other thing. So Canva has these babies. So what they're doing is they're trying to compete with PowerPoint and Google Slides. So you could, no, then you gotta screen record it though. I was gonna say you create one of these because they have transitions in here, but yeah, I don't know. Would I have a good chance versus a new store? Yeah, the older your store, the better, honestly. Can we use a custom domain like our own domain on an Etsy store? Yes, you can. And I wouldn't, because this name Etsy is instant credibility and trust and is going to convert higher than Bob's necklace store. So I wouldn't do it. Will we have a third training next Thursday or another day since it's a holiday on Thursday? It's a holiday on Thursday? Oh, US Thanksgiving. I'm going anyway, and I'm doing it on Thursday because I worked on my Thanksgiving for you guys. So you guys are going to work on your Thanksgiving for me. How's that for fair? Yeah, I'm doing next Thursday. It's in the US. I know it's Thanksgiving, but you can catch a replay if you don't want to come on live. I understand. I totally forgot that it was Thursday because we have ours in like October. Do you mean capture the email in the call next Thursday, Thanksgiving Day in the US? Yeah, apparently it is. I mean, why not? I'll put up a poll in the forums. If you guys want to move it, I can move it. I don't want to be a dick. But yeah, I just do want to remind you that I did work on my Thanksgiving. So why wouldn't we send traffic to the homepage of our store where they see a lot of our listings and less distractions than on an individual product listing? Again, like if you're paying for traffic, okay, so you could send it here. Here's your biggest distraction. Second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. And then we scroll down and there's less here for sure. But you're still putting them on to Etsy and they're gonna go, oh, this is, okay, that's cool. Oh, all right, well, I like this one. Now, the other thing is sending paid traffic to just a generic landing page where the person has to use their brain and figure out what they wanna look at is going to mean your bounce rate is pretty high because people don't want to think. So if I'm advertising with paid traffic, I'm not sending them here, I'm sending them here. Okay, it's not worth it to send them to the store front. You got to send them to the individual listing. Even on here, like this selective style is a distraction because, I mean, I'm going to do it, but usually I would do one listing for the stainless and then I would do a separate listing for the gold because I don't want drop down boxes. You can see this actually looks pretty good. Barbara Smith. Okay, you can have it on Thursday. Okay, right on. It's only an hour, so no big deal to me if you do it on Thursday. Oh, right on. Okay. Right on. Okay, so everybody's good with Thanksgiving. It'll be a happy day. You get turkey later. There you go. What about free traffic like TikTok or YouTube or Instagram? Yep, those are options. If you're going to want to send people to your Etsy store with free traffic, I would almost see the point of Etsy and the reason we use them is they have traffic. So we want to tap into that traffic for free. So we don't really want to bother sending our own free traffic or our own paid traffic to Etsy. What I would recommend instead is two things. You have to either build a list and then send them anywhere, but you can repetitively send them everywhere. Number two is use your own store, or build a list and use a platform. So list and platform or your own store. I wouldn't bother creating a big free traffic network, sending them to my Etsy store, because that's not the point of using Etsy. The point is that they've got like millions and millions of people searching for stuff daily, and we just want to tap into that. Okay, so it's kind of a different ball game versus having your own Shopify store or having your own, or using platforms directly. Totally different ball game. All right, we went a little over on time. That's cool. I'm going to close it with that, and we will go, since you guys are cool with it, we'll go Thursday for Thanksgiving morning, I guess, for most of us. Everybody outside the US, I know it's not Thanksgiving, but it's a huge holiday in the US. I think you guys treat it like bigger than Christmas. So it's a big day. There's lots of football on, lots of turkey. I meant send free traffic to a brand new Etsy store, since we're not going to be getting traffic from Etsy, since our store is brand new. Again, you can, but yeah, I'd rather see you put the effort into free traffic to your own store, honestly, because like I said, with Etsy, you're just feeding the beast, and you're feeding everybody else's sales as well. Okay, I'm going to close with that. You guys have a great weekend. We will see you next week with the kind of little, I don't even have a title for it, but it's how to, I don't want to call them impulse buys. I guess it would kind of be impulse buys. You'll see next week when I got cooking here. I don't want to reveal it because I actually want people to stick around for it. And I know, like, I'll run a $1 trial on the forums, and people will like pay $1, and then a week later they'll be like, "Okay, cancel it." And I'm like, "Really? What did I do wrong? You don't like me?" But I get it. People are just, I don't know, beats me. So I'm going to leave this one as a teaser for you to keep you as my hook. All right. And I know a lot of you on here are sticking around anyway, so that's all good. We will see you next week. Everybody have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Hey everybody, welcome to training number 3 of 3. Happy Thanksgiving to all my American friends out there. It is a kind of rainy day here in London, Ontario, but I hope you're having a better day where you are. So just before we get started, just give me a 1 in the chat box if you can hear me okay and see my screen. Making sure everything's connected. Everybody good? Good. And then just let me know where you are, where you're located. Like I said, I'm in London. It's raining. Got the driveway put in yesterday, and sure enough, it rained last night and today. And they're insisting that actually helps cure the concrete. So I'm like, meh, whatever. It seems fine. It looks good. So we got Ohio and raining. Whitby, probably raining there too, I imagine. Vancouver, always raining. Where else we got? The Woodlands, Texas, raining. So it's raining across North America today. And we got a couple of people trickling in here too, so that's good. I'm glad you guys showed up, especially my US friends, because I know today's your big turkey day. So let's dive right in and show you the secret sauce. So here is what I'm going to show you, and this is very cool. Just make sure you can hear me. I'm going to keep an eye on the audio, but if the audio goes out, just let me know. So we have our product, we have it listed, and look at this. So I went to all-time stats, and we've got like 2 visits, which is peanuts, right? So we want to get, like, this thing sells, right? It's a good product. We got to get more people looking at it. So far, 1 click has come from Etsy marketing and SEO, and the other was direct and other traffic. So I don't know what that means, but somebody probably somebody in the group coaching program was looking at it, which is fine. But you can see I really don't have many stats here, and I need to get people looking at my product in order to sell it. So I'm gonna hit view item. It's a great product, and the design's cool too. So I'm actually gonna go here and look at this little gold one. What I want to do is I want to get people from paid traffic, specifically Google search ads right now. That's the secret sauce. Number one. Secret sauce number two is I'm going to send them to a MailChimp landing page where the first thing I'm going to do is grab their email, and then I'm going to email them the link to my Etsy store. So just to show you this in Funalytics here, I probably should have this up and running. Here's the 30,000 foot view. I'll show you. It's easiest to do this here, visually for you guys. So we'll call this getting like paid traffic to Etsy. So we'll call it Etsy secret sauce. We want to get paid traffic, and you can use Facebook, you can use YouTube, you can use TikTok, you can use Pinterest ads, you can use whatever you want. The goal is we want people to get to our store. So we have an opt-in page, that's our landing page, but the landing page is not going to look like an opt-in page. It's going to look different. And then we have our sales page here. This is actually our Etsy store. So let's go here, Etsy product sales page is here. And we need to get people from the internet. So let's go traffic. There's a whole bunch of different sources. I'm just going to show you Google search ads here today because they're super simple to set up and they work really well with this. Where's Google? What the heck? Where'd Google? Google. Oh, changed it. Oh, Google Ads. There we go. So we are going to go like this. We're going to send them to an opt-in page. Then they're going to go to basically, let's go like this, email. They're going to be on our list. Oops. And then from here, they're going to go over here. So this is what it looks like. So actually, let's stretch this out. The crappy part about Etsy is I can't send them right from Google Ads to my product sales page, because if I do that, like I said before, I can't really market to them again, and I kind of lost that person. So if that person comes in and they land here, remember all these distractions that we talked about? All of these are distractions, everything, all these other related ones, all these products from other people. I'm not going to pay to send money to a page where my product is not necessarily going to be the one they pick. So what I need to do is I need to intercept them. So I need to intercept them and get them on my email list so that I can then email them not only this, but I can, once they're on my list, I can do a sequence with them. So let's go like this. Oh, I don't really have anything. Hang on. Let me put a page there first. So we'll call this our list. Another email, okay. Then they're on our email list. And from our email list, now we can do our sequences, and we can do our sales, and we can get repeat buyers. So we have a twofold goal from, in this case, Google Ads. The first goal is to get their email and send them right to the product page. The product page is going to come from email, okay? The second goal is to get them on our list so that they get into our sequences. So we'll call this email automated sequences. And then we also want to have the ability to do a duplicate of this to send them to our sales. So now all of these, well, I'll let that go there. It's kind of like get them on Google, get them to opt in, get them on the email list. Now send them, that first email is going to send them right to the product page, okay? Right here. But now we've also got two other things working in the background. We've got our, they're going to get onto our automated sequences and our monthly sales blasts. So if you guys are looking for, well, what the heck are these? Go into the forums, and it is that email challenge. So I don't even have to go back through this for you guys. Oops. / forums, there we go. You're looking at how do I set up a sequence? How do I set up that? Well, challenge number 26. Please read me first. Right there. This is all about the email list building and then using sequences and sales. So it's this challenge number 27 is going to connect in with challenge 26, but with Etsy. So this is how this front end piece can be any traffic source. It could be Facebook ads, okay? It could be YouTube ads, it could be Snapchat, it could be TikTok, it could be Pinterest, it could be LinkedIn for all I care. You're all sending them to one page where the whole goal of the page is to get their email. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So first things first is we need this opt-in page. So you have options here. If you have a store, you can create an opt-in page on that store using a page builder. If you don't have a store and you're using like, well, you have Etsy, but you can't really build a page on there to opt in, as far as I know. So what I'm going to use is MailChimp. And when you go to MailChimp, they actually have the ability, and all the email programs have this. You go create campaign, and then you can do an email, you can do a landing page, or you can do an embedded form. Guess what I want to do? I want to build a landing page. So this landing page is going to be my product. You can see I can use their templates if I want, or I can just use my own. So this is kind of neat. I can go like here. I'm trying to find a colorful one. This is a very simple one. I don't need to accept payments, so. Or you can even keep it super simple. This is new, accept payments. Although I really like that style. So logo, a headline, that and that. Let's try this one. No, I need lead gen. Let's go back. This is kind of, I'm gonna move this over here. So let's go back here. So you go to campaigns, create, landing page, and we're gonna do this for lead generation. I want a real simple one. Take this for now. Your logo can be right off your store. So if you have one, do we even have one here? I thought I created one. Yeah, I did. Okay, so just save your logo. And we'll upload that first. Now you're gonna have to create your own MailChimp account. I'm just using my existing one, but obviously I'm not gonna run it to my PPC coach list. So let's edit this. And I just want to set the size here a little bit smaller. So down in the bottom left, I'll just go like, I don't know. Try that. That's better. And in fact, I should probably just put the product up here anyway. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put a logo. I'm going to upload the product image. So where did I save that? So grab your product, which I didn't even save. And do the gold one. Save image as. Save. Back here. And let's upload this. There it is. All right, now we'll edit this to like 600. Save. Okay. Big enticing headline. Well, what have we got for a headline? We have perfect gift for your husband. So let's use that. And then down here, we can just say the rest of it. I kind of already wrote this. I think I did. Here it is. And more. Like so. And then, I mean, we could put the logo up here if we wanted to. So we need to say something in here. So give them that and then do for this awesome gift immediately. Then we're going to change this from subscribe to submit. And after the form is submitted, show a confirmation message, and then what we're going to say is, thank you. Please check your inbox for the discount code and the link to the product on our Etsy store. If it's not in your inbox in the next 10 minutes, please check your spam folder as well. There we go. And interest group, no. Style settings. Style. We can change all the style if we want. I usually like to go with the full width, but yeah, I guess it doesn't matter that much. And they do have options here to send it to a web address. So I mean, you could send it to your Etsy shop, but if you do that on Google Ads, they'll disable your account because you have to keep them on the same domain. So I'll do that. Okay, settings, full width is what I want. There, that's better. Well, that was what I wanted. And then you can change button color and all that too. You can change everything on here, but we're just going to save that for now. And then we need to add in a privacy policy and a terms and conditions thing. So there's two ways. If we use MailChimp's domain, we can just use their privacy policy. So if we use our own domain, then we could grab it from like Etsy if we wanted. But we're gonna keep it simple and keep it on MailChimp's domain. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna go to MailChimp and scroll right to the bottom. And over here they should have privacy policy, GDPR, how we compare. It used to be here. Where'd you go? Well, let's go in here. Back inside my account. Should be something here. I know they used to have it, and now I can't see it. It's probably looking right in the face. There it is, privacy terms cookie. Okay, so we're gonna go like this, copy link. Gonna go back here, and we're going to add some code. Text right below here. Oops, right here. And we're gonna go like this. We're gonna go privacy policy. And I'm gonna highlight the whole thing. Link that, insert, space. Now I'm gonna grab their terms, copy. This is just the legal crap you have to put in. And that's really all we need. So let's just center this. Oops, there. Good enough. And up here, we could put our store if we wanted, but we're actually going to send them right here. So super simple. Okay. Save and close, save and close. And now what we want to do is right here under edit audience, we want to put tags. So we want to tag them. So hit the plus, and I think we have to actually create the tag first. Oh, create or find. Okay, so for this one, we'll go Etsy, and then we'll call it whatever we want to call it. Perfect gift for your husband, probably. Just call it something you'll remember because we're going to need it. So Etsy product 1. Call it that. So we know that this one is Etsy product 1. Oops, forgot to hit enter. So we're going to tag them with Etsy product 1 when they get in there. Save, and now add a page title. So this will be Google Ads to Etsy 20% discount code. Save. Now the URL is going to look like this. We're going to edit that. You can use custom domains, or you can use a MailChimp domain. It's up to you. So we're going to call this I'm not going to get into the custom domains because it's a little more setup, but I'll just show you how we can use this. So this is going to be the URL we're going to use in actual AdWords. If we go there, I don't know if it's saved yet. Nope, not yet. We got to publish it. Okay, so it's not saved yet, but it will be in a minute. So let's go edit design. Make sure it save my design. Please tell me you saved my design. Oh, thank God. Okay, save and close. Because that preview image didn't show it saved. All right. There, now it's saved. All right, so publish. And now remember this URL, so just click it. This is our URL. And then when we enter it, I'll show you in a second. This is our landing page. That's it. That stupid simple landing page. That's all. Well, the whole point, all they can do is read it, look at it, and go, damn, I like that. You want, oh yeah, I want 20% off. And enter your email so we can send you 20% off. A 20% off discount code for this awesome product immediately. So remind me to create a 20% off discount code in Etsy, because we're going to use that and link it right to this product at 20% off. So let's go back here. Next step, well, I'll save that URL. Remember this URL. I'm just going to put this over here for now. And now what we want to do is create a little automation here. So let's go to automations. And let's go to classic. And what this is email subscribers when they're tagged. So actually, let's create the discount code here in our store first. So go to shop manager. And we want to do marketing. No, of course I got that wrong. Discounts, where are you, discounts? I know you're here. Oh, you bugger. Using discount, I know it's here somewhere, but instead of fumbling around, I will go on Etsy, go to your basket, how to redeem, no. No, selling. Crap. Anybody remember where the discounts are here? Marketing, sales and coupons. There it is. Okay, let's get rid of that. Let's create one. Let's go a new special offer. We will create a coupon. There we go. Boom. Create a coupon. 20% off. Minimum order, none. No. Coupon code. P1 20 off. There we go. Oh, right. Duration. No end date. There's the URL. So copy that. Continue. Include listings. Yeah. Let's add in. Gift for your husband. Okay, so we'll make it for him. And there we go. Let's go there and see. I think it's in coupon. P1 20 off. Oh, that worked. No, of course it didn't work. Add to basket, and I can't put my own on it. Shit. Okay, we're gonna send that coupon code through the email. There is a way to link it, and I can't remember what the hell it is. There's definitely a way to link those. I'll get that to you after. For now, it's P120 off. Firm. Copy. Let's see if we can go here. Incognito. Paste and go. Yep, there it is. P120 off. Okay, it's in there. Good. Why doesn't it show on here? That's really dumb. Like, I'd like it to show on this page. And keep on. That's weird. Yeah, it's got to go in the basket. All right, so now we can go here. Just X on this. Boop. Okay, let's go here. So we're gonna create email subscribers when they're tagged. Go like that. In that list, begin. And now, when they're tagged Etsy product 1, so first things first, trigger. It's gonna be edit a tag, and it's gonna be immediately. And the tag is Etsy product 1, update. And in here, we're going to say every day, all day, filter by segment, no, post send action, no, design email. So in here, we're going to say, very simply, email number 1, send 20% discount code and link to Etsy listing. There we go. Oh, thank you. %, off, discount code inside. Next. Select a template. So you can use whatever you want, but we just want like a plain, like basic, very basic template. Even simple text is fine. You could do one with a logo if you wanted. So I'm gonna do a simple text. I find the more images and stuff that you put in this, the worse it is. So it's time to design my email. Yes, it is. So let's go. Boot. Get rid of that. The text. Well, actually, if they want a content block, I guess I could put it. Hello. Thank you for entering your email. I can spell that right. You can order this awesome necklace on our Etsy shop here. I'll put the link. And back here. Please use discount code P1 20 off at checkout for 20% off. If you have any problems, just reply to this email, as we do check it regularly. Thanks again. And what's my name on the store? Barbara. And then we'll just kind of go like select it all. I like to make the size 18. Then I'll go like this. Highlight, bold. Now right here, I could also put, I'm gonna remove this part because I don't need it. I could put like a button in here too, but I am gonna put a link. So copy and then hit the insert thing. Paste, insert, and now I'm gonna make that bold and underline it. So I know that's a link. Then I'm gonna make this bold And I'll say so. And now I'm just going to delete this block over here. I'm going to delete this block here. Well, actually, I'm going to leave that in. Yeah, I'm going to leave that part in. I'll delete that part though. So what they're going to get is a very simple text email from me when they enter there. So save and continue. And then next. And it's ready to send. Perfect. Okay, let's send a test email. Just make sure it works. Okay, and then we're going to go to our email and make sure that works. It'll take a minute. There it is. So it looks safe. That's what it's going to look like. So we can change anything on that, but they'll go here, and then they'll add it to basket, and then they'll enter that code, and then they can buy it. Okay, so that works. Now let's go back to our landing page. I lost the URL already. There it is. Okay, so remember this URL, because we're going to need this for thing. Hang on. I'm going to test it here too. So go, let's go try this again. Test it, test our system. Yeah, I like it. I want to order that, submit. We'll take a second. And then, well, it just goes right there. Please check your inbox for a discount code and the link to the product on our Etsy store. If it's not in your inbox next 10 minutes, check your spam folder. So let's check. I don't think it'll be there yet. It'll take a minute. Yeah, we'll give it a minute. But we are going to use this URL in our ads. So now we need our ads. So we got our opt-in page ready. We got the email ready. Our sequences are not set up, but you guys are going to do that on your own because you've got a whole training where we spent 3 weeks talking about sequences and email blasts that you can go through. And we got our discount code created, our sales page is ready. Now we just need to get traffic to this page. So yes, the page is ugly. Yes, it's simple. Simple and ugly works. It still works to this day. So the only risk that anybody has on this page is entering your email. And now they might enter a fake email. So we could put something saying, please use a real email address because we are emailing you the code. But most people know when you write this, enter your email so we can send you a 20% off discount code for this awesome gift immediately. They know that they can't use a fake one. So you're going to get real email addresses here. The whole point of this is to say, yeah, this is it. You like it? Cool. Enter your email and we'll send you a code. So let's put that over there. Let's go to Google now. Go to google.com/ads. I'm going to, I'm going to sign into mine, but you're going to hit start now. So I'm going to sign in. I'll create a new account. So I'm going to do a new Google Ads account, brand new, just so you guys can show how, from step by step, how it works. Right down here at the bottom, are you a professional marketer? Hell yeah, I am. Switch to expert mode. I don't need all that other crap. So now what I want to do, I don't need live chat. You can chat with them, you can call them, you can help them, get them help to set anything up you want. But I'm going to do this. Create a campaign without a goals guidance. It's going to be a search, but look, you can do display, you can do video, you can do app, well, not app. You can do smart, although we don't really have a pixel set or anything. But so let's do search. And let's do website visits. And what's our website? It's right here. Let's go back here. That's our website. Let's remove this junk after the question mark. That's better. Campaign name, name it whatever you want. I'm gonna put the date, November 25th/21. And I'm gonna call this Etsy message card. Call it whatever you want. Continue. Now here, I'm going to remove the display network, and I'm going to call this one just keywords. That's simple. Show more settings. We got a start date, campaign URL. Don't need any of that. For countries, we're going to go with United States to start, and then we do English. It defaults to that. Audience segment, audience segment. We don't really have any because we don't even have a pixel or anything, so can't do that. Down here, your daily budget. You could literally run this for $5 a day to start. Bidding for clicks, it's fine. You could set a maximum cost per click, but we don't really need to because our budget is so low. There are other bid strategies you can do too, but we're not going to. Conversions, here's where we don't really have anything set up, but we could. So if we went here, we could set up conversion tracking, but I'm going to show you that in a second. I'm not going to do that yet. Site links, we could add those. We don't have any callouts. We could add those. We don't have any call extensions. We don't really have a phone number. So we're just going to save and continue. This will get you going with Google search real quick. So now what we want to do is get our ad group going. And see, they've already pulled all the keywords from my page and plugged them in here, which is very helpful. So the ad group name is keywords. And you can see birthday gift for husband, gift for husband, husband gift ideas, husband birthday gift ideas, Christmas gift for husband, gift ideas. Well, we could leave that in. Etsy gifts. Well, no, what I'm gonna do is actually take these out. Now these are very broad, so I'm gonna remove these. Etsy site, yeah, I don't want to bid on that. Etsy Christmas gifts, Etsy shops, no. Etsy Christmas gifts, no. I kind of wanted to have husband in it. So let's just keep going through and deleting anything that we don't want to show. Birthday gifts, no. Husband to be, yeah, we can do that. Perfect gift for husband, birthday gift for husband. This is how Google's seeing my page, by the way. So when you set up the page correctly with tags and with descriptions and everything else, your work is a lot easier because they know exactly what your product's about. That's a pretty good start. Now I could phrase match these. Some guys will. I'm going to leave it broad because I have such a low budget. I'm going to kind of fish for some. If I get 14 clicks a day at 36 average cost per click, I'm happy because I'm going to get some sales in a day or two. So let's click save and create, or save and continue. Now, before ads, it used to be that we could create an individual ad, but now they want these responsive ads only, which they're good, but they're kind of a pain in the butt to set up. So, and I actually put my URL wrong. So I'm going to change this URL. I put the link wrong, but it did pull. Actually, it was right. It was wrong, but it was right. That makes sense. Because I got my keywords from that. That's why I did it. I was looking at my notes while I did it. Go here. We're going to change this to that. There we go. And then we're going to go gift for husband. That's how it's going to appear on Google. Gift for husband. Now, what we want to do is we want to use the keywords here. This top right thing is the ad strength. So we're going to view ideas, and they want us to put in all of those keywords. I probably should have left that. Yeah, here's my keywords. Birthday gift for husband. So we'll put that. Hit tab a couple times. Gift for husband. Tab, tab, tab. Husband gift ideas. Tab, tab, tab. Christmas. Christmas gift. Tab, tab, tab. They want a whole bunch of headlines, so I gotta add more. And just get rid of this. Just use your keywords that you have up from up here. So gifts for your husband, Christmas ideas, husband to be, unique gifts for husband, unique. So gifts for my husband. And scroll up. I wish I put this down lower. perfect gift for husband. There we go. Do that one. And you can see it's filling up here. They still do want more headlines. I think they want like 9 of them. Unique gift for husband. Okay, so let's go with that. Unique gift for husband. What am I missing? More. I got them all. Okay, I got a checkbox up here, so we're good to go there. Make your headlines more unique. Yeah. Want the perfect gift for your husband? This is it. And then we'll go here and we'll go. Want the perfect for your husband. Check out this awesome gift box, message card. Oops. Check out this awesome gift now. And then we'll say here, looking for the perfect gift for your hubby. Look no further. Check this out now. There we go. So I'm going to click done. Even though I don't have a perfect one, you could make it perfect, but let's click done. And we're going to click save and continue. Because I want to talk about a couple things here. So you got to do your billing. It's going to pull it from mine. Oh, select yes. There we go. Explore your campaign. Now I'm going to show you how to navigate this thing. So what's going to happen is you get into this view, which is their kind of new funky view. I don't like this view as much. I like this view. So if you go to all campaigns and overview, see right here where it says switch view, you can switch it to the old one, which I like better. One thing I do want to add is a little bit of tracking. So go to tools and settings, go to conversions, and then we can create this. I'm going to try and put this in here. It worked before, so I'm just going to do a page view though. I want to create a list of people who viewed this. So page view, husband, checklist. Don't use a value 1 and do not include in conversions. That's just so it doesn't muck up your dashboard stats. It's still going to include it, but let's go create and continue. And then install tag yourself. And then there's 2 parts to it. This part, copy. Go back to your landing page in MailChimp. Finish. Oh, start sending. Well, I didn't click start sending. That's why I didn't send. Damn it. Make sure you click start sending. Buggers. Campaigns. Now we're going to go view by landing pages down here. Untitled, of course. So let's edit that. Edit. And then page title. I thought I put one in there. I did. Huh. I'm pretty sure. Here's tracking. So you're not tracking with MailChimp, you're not tracking with Facebook, you're not tracking with Google, so you could set up Google Analytics and all that crap with it. So for Google Analytics, you would click this, and then you need an ID. I'm going to try and slide a little code into the page itself, but there is this option. It's just a bit more advanced than I have time to go through Google Analytics with this. If you're using Facebook, track it with the pixel. Okay, you can input your ID, use an existing one. All you do is plug in your pixel and you're tracking. You can track with MailChimp too, uses cookies. I'll track it, why not? But yeah, for Google, this way is the Google Analytics way, which is a whole other hour that I would have to spend with you to show you that. So I'm just going to turn on tracking with MailChimp, and I'm going to try and plug this in. This used to work. Let me make sure this works. I haven't set one of these up in a while, but so we're on our page. They do have, they used to have it. Where is it? Under blocks, they used to have code. Where's my code? And they probably got rid of it, which sucks. Yeah, I lost my code. That figures. So when you're doing an email, you can plug in code, but I think when we're doing landing page, we can't plug in our code. So that is actually pointless. So we would have to track this with Google Analytics, which is possible because you can hook up Google Analytics to here, and then you can hook it up to your ad account by going to, usually I would copy these two, but I didn't have it. So I'm just gonna go next, done. Tools and settings, Google Analytics is right there. So here's where you can connect your AdWords account to Google Analytics. But the only thing is, it's a lot of extra steps that I'm not going to go through right now because I'm going to confuse the hell out of you people, not you people, but you guys. So I'm not going to connect the Google Analytics. The point of it is this: we want to send people from Google to our landing page and get opt-ins. We're going to know if it's successful or not based on our opt-ins to the page. So if we want to check that, go back here and we'll go to audience and tags. You're going to be able to sort by tags or search for tags even. So if we go by this and we go Etsy product 1, there's nobody on there yet. Well, let's search everything. This is how you're going to be able to find the contacts that are on this one, or you can do it here. You can just click view and it'll take you to a little table. And you can actually see who's on there. So I am on there. And if you scroll over here and go by date added, you can see the date that they're added. So from a tracking point of view, if you do not want to set up Google Analytics, you could track this like old school kind of, did I get a lead? What day did they come in? So I spent $5. How many leads did I get here in MailChimp? That's how you can track and see if it's working or not. If you're running this for like 3 days, you're getting 0 leads, then it's not working. Something in the funnel's broken. Maybe your targeting's off. But with the way that we just created this whole thing, they're pulling in the right keywords. They're going to be searching for those keywords. They're going to like it. And a lot of them will be entering their email. So what you're doing, ultimately, going back to this, you're building up this asset right here. This is the king of all assets. You need your store, you need your opt-in page, you need a traffic source, you need these sequences as well, but the king is email. So I know I keep harping on email, and I know a lot of you are like, no, I just want instant gratification. I want to go from here to the Etsy store, and that's all. I just want my sale. Well, you're leaving probably 80% of money on the table when you do that. If you follow my advice and do it this way, you'll be far, far better off. And I'm telling you right now, nobody does this. They don't put that opt-in page there with the product on it because it's a lot of work. You can just see it took me about 45 minutes to set that all up. You gotta keep doing this, and you gotta repeat this too. So if you have a product on Etsy and you're like, I want to get paid traffic to it, run small $5 campaigns to your opt-in page to get traffic to it. And then you're building up that list of people who are interested in what you're selling. So now you can go back to your store and you can create that email automated sequence of all the other products on your store, and you can just send it out to those people. And sure, if it's a female who's married and was originally looking for a product for her husband to buy for Christmas, what are the odds that she might have a daughter or a son, or you can even send a wife necklace, because that wife will look at that necklace in her email and say, yeah, that's beautiful. I would love if my husband bought that to me. She's going to send that product to her husband to buy for her. That's going to happen. So when we're in this kind of family gift giving niche, it doesn't matter how they got onto your list. The fact is, like, there are so many different options and so many different sub niches that we can still mail out those people that they will respond to. So once you get this going, now you have that email, you have that asset, and you don't just have to send it to your Etsy store, although there's nothing wrong with that. You could create a Shopify store. You could send it direct to the platform on like GearBubble or ShineOn. You could skip all the Etsy stuff because of all the fees that are on there. So this kind of little thing you're looking at on the screen, the secret sauce, is something that most people, well, I would say 99% of marketers out there, they don't do this. because they don't know how, they don't understand it, and they don't understand the value of the email. You guys do, because you're here. I'll take some questions here because there's a whole bunch piling in, which I love. And then we'll close it off with that. But let me go through the questions on the other screen. Okay, so somebody was asking, what would the advantage of sending them to Etsy versus sending them directly to ShineOn? Again, this part can be whatever you want. This, like, we kind of went with Etsy because that's what the thing is about. And I was getting a lot of questions on how to get more traffic to their Etsy store. And a lot of people were saying, I just want to start up a Facebook ad and I want to send it to my Etsy store. And I'm like, don't do that, because you're paying to build their business. You got to pay to build your business. So this doesn't have to be Etsy. This could be ShineOn's platform. This could be Gearbubble's platform. This could be a Shopify store. This could be anything you want. You control where it goes. In fact, with this email list, you could send it to your store originally, and then you could have in your sequence, you could alternate. You could start sending it to like ShineOn or Gearbubble or Shopify or wherever you want. There's no limit to what you can do because you own this. So there's no company that's going to say, we don't approve your ad, your account's banned, your ad account's banned. Like, nope, you own this. You own this email. This is your most important asset out of anything online. Anything, especially with e-commerce. And this is something that, like, I don't know why people ignore this, but this is the most vital factor. All right, still adding regularly to my email sequence. Awesome. As this email list grows and these sequences are going out consistently and these monthly sale blasts are going out, your sales are just going to go like, it's going to start slow and then it's just going to pick up and then skyrocket. There are marketers out there right now, like today, that you will see in Facebook groups, and they will actually lose money on the front end selling a product because they know that they have this email going and they know that they have text going from a Shopify program, like SMS stuff, like messaging on your phone. So there are guys, and there's a lot of guys, and a lot of those guys show gigantic screenshots in groups. They actually lose or they barely break even on the front end, and they'll make like 70,000 in a day. It'll be at a loss or it'll be at a slight break even in order to build up their email list, because then they know that they've got that email asset that they can then make a lot of money with. So the name of the game now in end of 2021 is not going direct to the product page from paid traffic. It's throwing in this kind of intermediary, which is the opt-in page. So I showed you one way with MailChimp how to do that. There are limitations with tracking and installing pixels with MailChimp, but imagine, let's even say you went to ClickFunnels and you built a landing page on ClickFunnels for this product. You can do that. And then you can add all of your tracking codes that I showed you how to create. You can add those. You could add a page view tracking code and a lead tracking code. And then your Google Analytics will tie in with that. As well, your Facebook ads could tie in with that too, because you can have a custom domain. You can have a custom domain on MailChimp too. You can add those. It is possible. I just showed you the quick and dirty, simplest way possible to do it. And then from tracking, you can get as complex as or as simple as you want. So Google Analytics is going to be the most complex way. You'll get a ton of data. It's very complicated, and it hurts my brain to even look at it sometimes. That's why I didn't want to go through it with you guys. But there's a million ways to track this. All right, can I use lead? Yeah, so there's the question. Awesome, I didn't even read that yet. Could I use lead pages or ClickFunnels to build that page, or should I not do that? You should absolutely do that. So I'm going to show you a guy. You guys might have heard of this guy, Trey. Did I spell it right? This guy, Trey Llewellyn, go look him up. He's actually got a program too. His whole thing is based on creating e-com landing pages on ClickFunnels, and he sold gun targets. So you know those, if you have a gun or you go to the range or anything, you know those targets that you put up on the hay bale or whatever, and then you shoot it. He would offer like gun targets for like dirt cheap, and his whole goal was to get those gun people onto his list, and then he would sell them like survival gear and survival flashlights and knives and all this stuff to his email list, and he built it all through ClickFunnels. He's just one example, and he's done like a ton of money with that. Yeah, one-page e-commerce selling on ClickFunnels. So I didn't take his thing. I just know it works because I do it too. What's your opt-in percentage rate for that form? It's going to vary depending on your niche. I don't have a number. I just created the form. If I run it for a bit, I'll have some stats on that. Yeah, so you're saying, love this hybrid POD method. I still collect leads without the hassle of doing customer service on Shopify. Right on. Yeah, this is good stuff. Cool. So remember, we're very flexible right here. This can be anything. It doesn't have to be Etsy. With Etsy, you're doing customer service. And honestly, Etsy customers are the worst. They're worse than Shopify customers. They're just like, they don't leave you alone. They're I'm gonna say aggressive, put it that way. But so we replace this with Shopify, replace this with the Gear Bubble platform. If you have a GB Pro store, replace this with a GB Pro store. If you have ShineOn, the platform, bingo, there you go. And so, I mean, yeah, I should probably do a whole challenge on just doing all this with like ClickFunnels and a platform direct. Actually, that's a really good idea. I like that idea because that's something unique that most people are not doing. Maybe I could do that. I don't like ClickFunnels because it's so expensive, but I could show you how to create your own web page, I guess. We'll think about it. Let me know in the forums if you want to see this kind of system going to Gearbubble or ShineOn's platform instead of Etsy. Maybe we can do that for the next one or upcoming. Are you going to run this ad and show this? I'm going to run the ad. I'll let it run. I don't know what this particular one's going to do. But so I built this whole thing. I set it up for one product. What I suggest you guys do is repeat this for all the products in your Etsy store and run it at $5 a day. So repeat the whole thing I just showed you for each product in your store. And if you do that, you're going to make money. So say you have 10 products you want to show, that's $50 a day. So maybe space it out. Do one today, schedule the campaign to launch tomorrow, schedule campaign 3 to launch in 2 days, schedule a campaign 4 to launch in 3 days, space them out. And then you're going to go back in and you're going to look at this on your account and you're going to say, okay, this campaign is for, oh, I named it keywords. That was dumb. That was supposed to be the product name. Oops. So campaign number 1 is here. It spent, say, whatever you want to give it, $10, $15, $20. And I go and check my Etsy stats and I haven't got a sale yet. Maybe I'll turn it off and I'll let the other ones run. So you're going to be iterating through campaigns and testing here in your Google account. But that also means you're going to have to repeat the landing page for each product that you do. So it's not a simple task to create all this, but if it were easy, everybody would be doing this. Okay, you guys like that challenge? Yeah, ClickFunnels is expensive. I don't even know what it is anymore. I canceled my account a while ago. Is it still $100 a month? Can't remember. Okay, cool. You guys want to see it? I'll do. Let's put a poll up. I'll put a poll up in the forums on the exact like assets that you want me to use, and we'll run a challenge on it. Still $100, eh? My God, that's insane. See, I can show you that, or I can show you like. We can discuss this, but the reason I don't use ClickFunnels is I put everything onto my own domain with a WordPress install, and I use Elementor. And what I've been able to do is replicate everything that ClickFunnels does, but better on my own site. It's a little bit more advanced because you have to have a domain, you have to have hosting, you have to have a little bit of tech skill to do it. Like ClickFunnels would be the simplest solution. It's just that it's $100 a month is like for a kind of, I consider like a buggy page builder is not good. And I know I'm probably alone in that opinion, but I don't want to pay that much. Oh, now mind you, the one that I use, I'll show you since somebody asked, is this one. This little plugin is wicked. Oh, they got a Black Friday deal, 50% off. This is what I use on my PPC coach site. You know what I hate? It's super annoying, but these companies will run this. And if you already bought this, so if I bought, like, I have the Pro, and I'm paying $99 a year. So somebody can come in today and pay 20 bucks less than me. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to contact support and say, well, you're offering this Black Friday deal. I'm already a customer. And you know what they'll say? Oh no, this is for new customers only. That just annoys me. But anyway, it's a 79 bucks a year is a wicked deal for this thing. This thing is super powerful. And it'll hook in, it can basically do everything that ClickFunnels does, but you only pay 79 bucks a year instead of 100 bucks a month. So look at the price difference. Mind you, you have to have a little bit more tech savvy to do it, although not much more, because it is a like visual builder. And when you go to learn this too, I basically taught myself Elementor by going to my good buddy YouTube. And I went here, I went Elementor tutorials. Or anything that I needed to do, there's a million on here. So YouTube's awesome for that. Anyway, that was a sidetrack. I'd like to see a future challenge for those metal signs. Well, I'm kind of running that on a boot camp that I just folded up. Probably do that in the new year. I'd rather do a cheaper option, even if it means more work. Okay, that's good to know. I love Elementor and Brizzy. I don't know what Brizzy is. I've heard of Divi. I looked at that. I went with Elementor. I don't know why. I was just kind of sick of looking at WordPress plugins that could do that visual editor. And you can spend a lot of time reading reviews on software, so I didn't want to do that anymore. But yeah, so this whole funnel, we could put this on ClickFunnels or Lead Pages or our own website using Elementor to run it to the email, and then we could run this to like GearBubble or ShineOn or GB Pro or Shopify or whatever you want to do. So I'll put up. Let's discuss this in the forums, the exact one you guys want, and we will run it. Maybe we'll go with a different ad source here too at the front. Maybe we'll go, I don't know, TikTok, because they are getting to be pretty popular. Could do that. So many options to do this stuff. When you've done this in the past, what opt-in percentage were you getting, or what opt-in percent should we expect? 10, 20, 30? See, you're asking for black and white numbers, and I don't want to give it to you because I don't want to discourage you if you get less than I get. That's why I don't want to answer the question. If I say 10 and you're getting 5, you're going to be like, mine's not working, I'm going to shut it off. But really, 5 with your product and your keywords and your campaign could be really good for you. So what you have to do is run this as a test, and you have to see what you get. So what do I get? If I tell you what I get and it's super high and it's not achievable for you, then you're going to be discouraged. So what I get doesn't matter to your account. What you get matters to your account. Okay. So I don't mean to avoid an answer. I just don't want to give it because I don't want to discourage you. I got my ad copy down. I got everything down pat. I've been doing this for a while. So my numbers are going to be totally different from yours. So they don't matter, to be honest. Just like our opinion of a necklace. So I look at this, I can show this to my wife and she'll be like, oh my God, that's ugly. And I'll be like, oh, I think it's kind of cool. 2 different opinions, 2 different people. So 2 different results that we would get on this landing page. So really, like my black and white numbers, they don't matter at all. Not one bit to your account. So I don't mean to give you a non-answer, but I don't want to answer it because I want you to get your opt-in rate. Okay, mine's high, so I don't want to tell you. Basically, I hope that doesn't discourage you. Okay, so we've got a lot to discuss. You guys have a lot to do. It is Thanksgiving Day down there, so you guys probably have either turkey cooking or dinner coming up later. And I think there's football on today. Is there football on today? There's got to be. You guys love football on Thanksgiving, so that is awesome. I'm gonna post this replay this afternoon, so it'll take GoToWebinar a little bit to render, and then I'll post that in the group. So you guys can go back through, but this is a basic layout that you're looking at. And we're for the next challenge, we're going to swap out some items here and get you guys going with the secret sauce that nobody does, for print on demand. All right, everybody have a great Thanksgiving if you're in the US. If not, have a great day anyway. And we will talk very, very soon. Oh, last thing. It is now implementation week. So again, I'm going to say this, and here's all you need to do. You need to go here, right in here. You need to start a thread that says implementation week will. Here's my thread. I'll post updates as I go through the week. Post. Now, doing that enters you into a draw for $100. Okay, everybody. So what I'm going to do on the next live training session, which is going to come up after implementation week, I'm going to go through and look at everybody who started a thread that says implementation week with their name. They're going to be entered into a draw. We're going to draw $100 live on the next training session. Okay, that's all you have to do. Now, you should go in too, and every day write a reply what you did that day. So for the next 7 days, day 1, I did nothing because it's Thanksgiving. So screw you, Will. Post. There you go. Day 2, went through the replay. It was awesome. So many ideas pumping through my head. Started up an opt-in page. Post. Day 3, got my opt-in page done. Started a Google Ads campaign for this product. Post. Day 4. These are what these threads are. But all you have to do to enter is start it. That's it. That's it. And then I'm going to do a random draw for $100. Winner gets it. So if you want money for doing basically not much, I mean, I'm trying to bribe you to take action. And I know everybody on here is awesome because you guys are action takers. Everybody who's watching the replay, I challenge you. Go into there. Start your thread. That's all you have to do. Updating it is good, but even taking that action and getting that mindset that, okay, Will just taught me a whole bunch of stuff. Now I have to implement it. I can't just say, all right, next shiny object coming up, let's go. Oop, I saw a big Shopify screenshot over here. Guess I'm going to follow that guy. He must know what he's doing. Meanwhile, I was losing money to get that screenshot. But anyway, or you could just implement what works. This works, so go do it. If I could sit there beside you and like strap you to the chair and force you to do it for the people who don't do anything, I would, but I can't. So please go create your implementation week thread, and you'll be entered in that draw, and I'll pay you. I'll pay you to take action, and then you'll get money from sales too. All right, I'm gonna stop there. You guys have a great day, and we will see you very soon on the forums. We'll have a discussion in general here on kind of, you guys let me know your thoughts on what you want to see for the traffic source and for the landing page and for the, if you want to use a platform. I think we should go with the platform too. I think that'd be very cool. Let's do that. All right, have a great day. We'll talk soon.